All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I see Mitchie, Pumpkin, Kingston, Vanillix, Survive the Night, Rose Girl. How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Hope you guys are here for a fun stream. Hope you guys, I don't know why I keep saying hope, but yeah, thank you guys for being here. Hope we find the DRIFLOON today. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Hope you guys had a good weekend, and I'm excited for the stream. Red Panda, how's it going? How you been? Good to see ya. Also, I believe we just kept the same weather we had, maybe? I'm double checking real quick that this is still a 60% DRIFLOON encounter time for Watchtower Ruins. Otherwise, we'll check something else. Yep, it's a different 60%. I think we had intense sun last time, but we have snow today, which is still a 60% encounter rate on DRIFLOON, so we're just going to stick around here. Nice to see you again. Yeah, happy to have you back. And like I said, hope you guys had a good weekend, and are you guys excited? We are, 4 days away from the release of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I am so hyped right now, guys. I'm so hyped for that. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun playing the new games. I'm so excited. Midnight release, physical or digital. I am doing that stream. We're going to play as much of the game as we can. I meant to update my layout for the stream today, but I did not get that part done. Don't have school on Friday. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I meant to do a little bit of layout update stuff, but ended up getting busy with some work today. Did kind of cheat though by tricking your yellow team over. Just wanted to beat the Elite Four. That's fair. If you blue yesterday, finishing your mini binge of some of the old movies. Nice. Sounds like a good old school Pokemon day all around. I'm double checking that this DRIFLOON is purple. There we go. Yep. I would have noticed if it was yellow, but you just gotta always be like extra sure. This far into a hunt. Like, if we don't find it today, we'll be close to, if not over 5,000. Like, that's insanity. Like, we should not be here. This should not be what we're dealing with. Yet here we are. We just have had such strange luck on this hunt. But that's no biggie. We're just gonna power through this hunt. And, yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. David, what's going on? Back, just so you promised last time. Glad to have you back, David. Thanks for following through with the promise. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a pretty decent weekend. I started working on a little bit of stuff for the BDSP streams and just layout updates in general. They aren't ready, so that's why they're not here, and it's still the same old layout. But yeah, aside from that, saw family a little bit, did some racing as per usual. And yeah, just in general, was very, very excited for BDSP coming out here. And Timmy Turtle, welcome, welcome. That's been a lot of encounters. It's been an insane number of encounters, Timmy. We should not be this high in encounters for this hunt. We really shouldn't. Hey, Jesse, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, we really shouldn't be at 4,500 encounters for a shiny charm hunt for Drifloon. We're over odds even for just like every single random encounter we do, right? Like if we didn't have charm, if we hadn't done the KOs, we still shouldn't be this high. Yet here we are. Shiny Anti-Giratina, best of luck with that, Timmy. And Dark Litton, hello and good luck. Thank you, thank you. I can use all the luck I can get right now. I could definitely use all the luck I can get. No OLED switches in your area might be out of luck for BDSP release. Yeah. See, that's where I'm kind of just to the point where I would just like to get a Switch. A, like, new in-box V2 Switch. Like, that's all I want. Basically, like, any Switch you would find new at a store right now, that's all I'm kind of, like, hoping for is something cap cardable. Like, basically, so, basically just not a Switch Lite, and preferably not the Animal Crossing Switch, just because it stands out a lot, and I don't know, despite like it clearly not like, clearly anyone who really wanted it would have had it. I kind of don't want to take it from anyone who still wants like the cutesy Animal Crossing Switch. It's just like, give me one with gray or red and blue Joy-Cons. I don't care. If I could get an OLED, that'd be dope. But yeah, same kind of deal where it's like the best chance you have is just showing up at like a Best Buy or a GameStop or something right as they restock them. Wish you luck on today's hunt. Thank you, Pumpkin Kingston. I appreciate it. You have 900 soft resets. Nice. That's not bad. Decided to hunt Amora, Mimikyu, the Hatno line, and the Solosis line. How'd that go? Or how is that going? And gamers, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Yes, this is one thing I meant to kind of put in the layout and will be in it tomorrow because I am going to, like, after stream tonight, just work on my layout for about an hour or so. Just as far as, like, getting a few more things on. I want to put Stream Boss on. I definitely want to put that on. Honestly, I might just... You know what, I am just going to randomly chuck Stream Boss on for now, just so it's here, in case people are interested in like, going for it in any kind of way at the moment, but just, you know, because I know that's one thing that I've wanted to put on, so I'm just going to put that on. It's going to be really sloppy, but we're putting it on mid-stream, so what do you expect? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw Stream Boss on there. But yeah, one of the other things I really wanted to do, and really still want to do, is I'm probably just going to put a donation goal up for a second Switch, just so I can hopefully get one for Brilliant Diamond and for Shining Pearl, just so they're separate. Because I've mentioned this before, I kind of want like one Switch to have one game main, and then another Switch to have the other game as its main save. That way, like, I basically have like 4 save slots for the game that like never have to like be like deleted or feel like a weird duplicate or anything, and so I can stream both at the same time, right? All right, where is it? All widgets. Sorry if I'm not responding to chat at the moment. My mouse is being weird, so it's hard for me to like click and drag. So 1 second while I get things. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add a. Let's see what this does. Oh, that went very tiny in the corner. Okay. There we go. Stream Boss for right now. That's there. That'll be reorganized and everything before like the next stream, as well as, like I said, the donation goal is going to get put up there. As I said, current goal, if anyone is interested in donating, it is appreciated but not required. The goal is currently for a Switch. Basically, any donations right now will go towards the Switch. It's just not publicly shown on the chat yet or on the stream yet. But yeah. Pre-orders BDSP, awesome. It's going good. Pretty much just a Pokedex hunt. Nice. Do you know how many dislikes the update YouTube dislikes video has? It's like 100,000. We won't know for long. Nah, but I mean, the community as a whole, just in general, doesn't like the idea, right? Like I feel like everyone that YouTube says they're protecting agrees that it's not actually protecting them, right? What's my team for BDSP going to be? I'm not quite sure. I might start kind of figuring it out, seeing as we kind of do know what Pokemon are available now. We know the exclusives and everything. The plan isn't going to be too in-depth, though. It's not going to be anything too crazy if it does end up being a plan at all. Usually when I play through Pokemon games, and it's the way I tend to have the most enjoyment, is by kind of slowly working on the decks throughout the process, and part of that ends up being like 2 or 3 slots on my team are just going to kind of be rotating Pokemon that like, well, if I throw this on the team and he gets XP share, he'll evolve, and then I have another Pokemon done, and like I didn't need that slot for like the 3rd gym anyways, so like who cares? So that's how it usually goes for me. I just kind of, my team organically grows. The starter I'm picking for Brilliant Diamond is going to be Piplup. That's my favorite Sinnoh starter, so if we're doing the Nostalgia remake game, I'm going to do the Nostalgia favorite Sinnoh starter thing. But yeah, I don't have a super solid plan aside from that. Shiny yellow balloon. I hope so, Mitchie. I hope so. Ferno, what's going on? How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Shiny today. I really hope so. I don't want to hit 5K. Yeah, the irony on the YouTube dislike thing. I mean, it's just like no one likes the idea. It doesn't make sense. You're choosing monkey. Got you, Red Panda. Got you. Don't forget to like, because you're the only one that liked. I would definitely appreciate the likes. Yes, they help out a lot. And also looking at the likes now, thank you for pointing it out, Pumpkin Kingston. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're at almost 10 likes. We usually try to hit 15, but recently we're starting to go for 20. Our like goal on the stream today is 20, guys. So if you haven't left a like, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did. YouTube's a platform. We give everyone a voice. We decided to remove people's voices by removing the dislike count. Yeah, I did my whole rant about that on, was it Thursday? I think it was on Thursday. I'll leave it at that. Someone can go clip that if they want to like post it anywhere to like highlight what my reaction is to it. In general, the short of it is like, I don't think it's a smart move. I don't think it does what they say it does. And that's where I'm going to leave that for today. You liked already? Awesome. Well, I appreciate that, David. Fun fact, it turns out that Amora is a 10% counter, even though it feels like most Pokemon you see are Amoras. Sometimes it's just like that, right? Like the RNG just like plays out that way sometimes. You know, like for us right now, like in theory, we should have had this like 3,000 encounters ago, but here we are. Do you ever make people moderators because you've never seen a moderator? Yeah, I do have moderators. What's happened recently is a lot of the moderators are close friends of mine. Just because obviously the people that I have known that I knew for like 12 years before I started doing YouTube are the people I probably trust the most to moderate my chat. And yeah, so I have moderators. Some of them have gotten busy with life things. Multiple of them have moved to either Japan or Korea. It's a whole thing. They're trying to get away from me. No, but it's like it doesn't work out for their schedule or just in general, like they're busy with other stuff. So there are mods. If the BDSP streams get kind of crazy, I have people in mind that I'll be reaching out to as far as like, hey, can you step in and be a mod or something? But in general, I don't add mods very often, obviously, as you can tell. But yeah, usually I'm pretty happy with the fact that my chat is so chill and just so like generally nice that like I don't need mods here 99% of the time. And if I do, I just like text them like, hey. Most of them I can at least get a hold of by like texting them real quick, like, hey, jump in stream. I need someone to like do this. But I can't remember the last time there's been like actual moderation that's been needed beyond me just like dealing with YouTube auto mod stuff. Let's go for those 5K tries. I don't want to go for 5K though. I want to get it now. I want to get it at 45:32. What will I choose for BDSP? You want to choose Turtwig? I'm going to be playing with Piplup on my Brilliant Diamond save, and then on my Shining Pearl save, I will be using Turtwig. If I do a third playthrough, I'll use Chimchar. My plan at the moment is to just start a save that has Chimchar as the starter, immediately trade the Chimchar away, and reset the save and start again. So that's my plan there. 10 likes, yes. Yeah, I think we're at 11 likes now. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. Helps out a lot. And yeah, like I said, hopefully we can hit our goal of 20 by the end of the stream. That'd be awesome. We need to figure out like a thing to do when we hit our like goals, guys. Like we got to figure out like a thing to do when we hit like the like goal we expect to hit, and then like a thing to do when we hit the like goal we don't expect, right? We got to figure out that kind of stuff. The Amora line are the only Ice Rock types. Interesting. Mods where Mel shows up whenever it's Mel shows up on Friday. Friday streams a lot. But like that's basically it, right? Like Mel is the most active mod, or was the most active mod on the channel, but like I said, she now lives like halfway around the world, and she's at work, so it doesn't quite work out in that regard, right? Like right now it is like Tuesday morning and she is working, so it's like hard for her to be here as a mod, obviously. I've got other mods who are going to be in Japan soon. I've got mods in Korea. It's like all these people who it's like morning and they're doing work, and it's like, y'all, you were supposed to stay here. I think it's going to be 5k encounters. The yellow balloon is hard to get. Man, I mean, at least it'd be a story, right? Like, being the guy who went to 5k encounters, at least like that would be an interesting story. Have people in mind. Seeing the Mega Gen 4 hype, streams might get crazy. Yeah, like, I have some people in mind. I know at the very least I can grab a couple of my mods. A few of the existing mods I know are at least somewhat free, and I might just have initially set up. I gotta see if they can add mods themselves. I don't think they can because it's a dangerous power, but yeah, I have some people in mind. It's just really what it's going to come down to is who is online in the stream that I trust if things do start going crazy and I need someone to like put a cover on it, you know? For every 15 likes, you would add an "I will always love you" rendition. You might do that. I don't think I would do that. I don't think you'd actually want to do that once it was done the first time. I'm a stream boss now. Yeah. So stream boss is a thing. It's very crudely put on the layout right now. I just put it there. The other thing that needs to go on the layout I want to put on, and I'm going to, like, I mentioned a little bit earlier in the stream, it's a plan for later tonight. One of my goals is to put just a donation goal there. For now, the donation goal would be for the second Switch. Hopefully I can get one of some kind before BDSP comes out, so like that'd be awesome if that could happen, but not expecting it or planning on it really much in any way. But yeah, it'd be awesome to get a second Switch before BDSP comes out. Just so we have something to play Shining Pearl on more easily. It's snowing like crazy right now. In game or in real life, Mitchie? You have a TikTok about it? I got a shout out during Fusor Dab. He was opening a riot egg and right as it hatched one and got the shiny. Oh, that's awesome! Can handle annoying kids in chat. Is it because you are one, Vanillix? Ooh! Real life? Nice! Yeah, no, it's just really dark here. That's all it is here. Dark and cold. It's so weird. So I do things on Mondays and Wednesdays. Or like Mondays before stream I do stuff and get home like 15 minutes before stream starts. It's weird that like 2 months ago, not even 2 full months ago, I was getting home and it was still like very bright outside. It was still very light. And now like it's pitch black, like high beams and hoping that nothing jumps out in the middle of the road, you know, just past high beam distance. So like going like well below speed limit to get, because you just can't see, right? Like that's like, it feels like it was so instant. I know the time zone kind of happens there. Who's my favorite legendary Pokemon? My favorite legendary is Rayquaza. I'm a Gen 3 kid. I'm a very much a Gen 3 fanboy. So a lot of my like favorites are pretty typical Gen 3 answers. Like Rayquaza, you know, Hoenn's my favorite region. Gen 3 is my favorite gen, obviously. I'm the fanboy of it. There's a few like Gen 7 things that are sprinkled in as being favorites, like Rowlet and just Sun being my favorite game. But But yeah, most of my stuff. Favorite shinies, my low tick. Like, I have all these favorites that are Gen 3 things. You see how it is? Yeah, Vanillix. Get wrecked. Should we make a team of Pokemon that have some sort of emotion in their name? For example, Greedent and Hatna. That'd be an interesting one. That'd be pretty unique. Favorite Pokemon music? Probably also Hoenn music. The trumpets are so good. I love the trumpets in Hoenn music. And there's definitely a charm to the older music, like DS and earlier music, because like they were kind of limited on what sounds it could play. So like there's some extra like kind of like neatness to that. Obviously a lot of the Brawler Citizens of being nostalgia side of it. Isn't my favorite Pokemon Rowlet? Yeah, my favorite Pokemon is indeed Rowlet. That's why it is like the little like member badge and stuff. Says the man who can't get a certain Pokemon's name right. I don't see what it has to do with you getting wrecked. And when you be picking out the best thick squirrel out of the bunch. Have fun with that. And Sorlo, welcome. You lost the Nuzlocke? No! How far did you make it? What ended up happening, man? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell. I got a little sunburned this weekend. I was outside a lot of yesterday. And like, despite not being like, it's happened like twice when I've gone to this track, but like, despite not really feeling like I've been outside like all that long, I'm outside for like a few hours, and yeah, like my neck's red and like my face is red. Died to the fire type gym leader. Aw, man, that was a good bit of progress then. What game? I believe Sorla was doing it in Sword or Shield. Favorite gym badge from Gen 3 2? You know, I don't have a favorite gym badge. I don't think about those too much. You know, most of the time I play Pokemon, I'm in the post game. So I don't actually have like a favorite badge. I couldn't name them. Like, to save my life, I couldn't name them all. Sinnoh music's good too, but Emerald's the best for you. Yeah, no, I mean like Gen 4, you gotta respect the music. I mean, all Pokemon music is good. It's all like really good, but there's just, it's nostalgia. I know at the end of the day, it's probably just nostalgia, but like, there is just something about Hoenn music that's so good. Kabu, yeah, he's strong. Yeah, this is really like the first like challenge in it. Am I sure I beat 500 of those things? Yeah, I mean, the problem with the 500 KOs is they only affect the brilliant Pokemon. We have not seen 512 brilliant Drifloons, so like, I can't complain that the KO part of it didn't work. It's just the fact that we have seen, what, almost probably like 4,000 and like 41 or like 41 to 4,500 like just 1 in 1365 Drifloons, and we still haven't found a shiny out of any of those, and we should have found 3 like just based off of odds. So like, yeah, no, I mean, I know I've KO'd 500. We did that on stream. I've just been insanely unlucky. You gotta go. All right, see you later, Red Panda. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I appreciate having you here. Hope to see you again soon. Especially when you do a Grass Nuzlocke. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be like the tough point there. Want to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok so you can have so you can go live and show off your Pokemon cards? That'd be interesting. I didn't know. So TikTok locks like live streams behind 1,000 followers. That feels like old school YouTube. Which Pokemon should you do a monolock of? What's a monolock? Is that just like a Nuzlocke but you only have like one Pokemon? Or is it like a team full of that one Pokemon? Oh, monotype. Okay. I was like, I don't think that's a... So, going off of the first 3 gyms, Fire's probably going to be one of the easier ones to do. I mean, nah, never mind. I don't know, you could probably get away with like Electric or something. It's getting through those first few gyms. Should initial Pokemon be legendary? There's only one of them in the region anyways. Well, I mean, theoretically or technically, like, that Pokemon is so common to the region that it's given away to small children. right? It's just they're all given away to small children. It's like a dog, right? Like think of it like a dog or like a goldfish, right? Like you walk around outside, you're not gonna find goldfish randomly everywhere, but there's a ton of them indoors at places, or like a dog where it's like most of them are on leashes or inside. You know, you don't just see wild dogs walking down the road. At least like in most places. There are definitely some places where that's the case, but yeah, no, I mean, just in general, it's like I feel like the thing was like they're super common, but they're almost all owned by trainers. 1,000 followers in your life. Interesting. I feel like at some point someone asks you why you did a Grass Nuzlocke and Shield. The answer is for the Lotad line. Steel would be interesting. Did I see the Outriders update stuff? I didn't actually. Ironically, or not really ironically, but just like coincidentally, I deleted Outriders from my computer to download Forza. I didn't have enough space to install Forza on my like game SSD, so I like uninstalled I installed Outriders and one other game. But yeah, no, it is nice to see them actually put a little bit more content out. I know I saw people talking online a while ago saying the game was just like dead, like the developers abandoned it because like they hadn't seen any like updates yet, and so I was like, that's how they marketed the game though. Like it was supposed to get like, yeah, a DLC or two, but like it's not supposed to continuously be getting a lot of updates. It's like there's a team there to fix bugs. The problem is they were fixing bugs like every day for several months, so it seemed like the game was live. Forza 5's big, yeah. It's been fun though. Forza 5's been a heck of a lot of fun, or Horizon 5. They tease the expansion? What do you mean by like tease the expansion? Also, man, there's like a hair, like a single strand of hair somewhere like floating around my face. I can't feel and you guys can't see, so it just looks like I'm like rubbing my face randomly. You can use any Pokemon that evolves into a Steel type, or give a Steel type to yourself from a different account. That makes sense for a type like that. Think it's gonna be their first DLC expansion? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if the game was successful enough to properly get DLC stuff. I don't know. I still have mixed feelings about it overall. It was a fun game when I thought it was going to be the game the demo seemed to kind of promise. Like the mechanics were enjoyable and stuff, but it just ended up kind of, it fell so flat post-game. I don't know, like the idea of some new expeditions doesn't really excite me, you know? Like I feel like it should, but it just doesn't quite like excite me. Because the expeditions were the thing I liked the least. What current shiny Pokemon do I have? A bunch. A lot of them. I don't know how to name them all. It's like 200 something. Game fell off quick. Yeah. I mean, that's just what happened. I mean, I'm not shocked, right? Like, the game had a lot of hype at release. Square messed up with the servers because like that was partially on Square. As part of being the publishers, they were kind of responsible for the servers. The game was insanely popular the first day, so there were tons of server issues. Obviously a bunch of like the massive crashing problems and stuff. That was insane. It literally felt like a different game from the demo. Like, you know, it was kind of crazy. Yeah, that was a whole ordeal. But then it still ended up being good, right? Like you get like a few days into playing it and like you're playing through some of the new content and like there's a lot of backtracking and stuff. Then like you finish up that week and you're further along into the game and like it's suddenly very linear and very sparse. The story's becoming weird. Like the story is not what it was like originally going to be. It still seems promising, but then you finish the game and they've changed the story from the promising story yet again to another thing that's even more you know, like it's like and then all it is like the same like what 15 expeditions. So I don't know, it really did just drop off for me, and I played through the story again with another character. Excuse me. Yeah, played through again solo. But yeah, I just kind of went, eh. It was great, and then it fell off after the story. It fell off after the story, and honestly, looking back, like hindsight, it fell off during the story. I want to buy an RG5 Ultimate so you'd be able to play Pokemon Emerald in 4K on an Android emulator. Super fancy right there, David. Honestly, like any modern computer could probably pull that off. Have you heard this song Fairy Tale? Heard part of it and think it's probably your favorite song. You should listen to it one day. Who's it by? Is cereal soup? No. Cereal is the stuff in the box. Like, the stuff. And then you put it in milk, and it's cereal and milk. And that might be a soup. But the cereal itself is not. Because, like, oatmeal is a type of cereal. Yeah, certain parts of the story are meh. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, the demo and like even the initial bits of the story gave such an interesting like world building, like lore kind of thing, and then they decided to build a different part of the lore, and it's this whole deal. Don't know who it's by, but it'll be right back. See, because all right, Pumpkin Kingston. But yeah, so who all here's planning on playing BDSP like the moment it launches at midnight? I was in Ryback? Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. And yo, Ferno Hassan became a member at the Dartrix level. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Member hype in chat, guys. Heck yeah. Member hype. Good luck with the yellow and blue shinies. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you. Hopefully we find it today. I really want to find it before going all the way to 5K. Probably won't get it at midnight, but you'll try to get it at some point in the day. That's fair. That's fair. DRIFLOON and Mikey Dratini. Yeah. Yeah, you got the yellow and blue as well. Yeah, hopefully you find yours, Timmy. It was a super hype game, just fell off after the server issues, the bugs, weird story bits, and the kind of man-boring post-game. Pretty much. But at the same time, like, it wasn't a game as a service, it was just a game. Like, if you played the game and beat it, you kind of did the whole thing, right? Like, that was kind of the point. It wasn't a Destiny in the sense that, like, you weren't supposed to keep playing it once you, like, mastered it. Digital pre-order for Friday, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go into my GameStop on Thursday, like, at lunch, and ask... and just, like, confirm with them whether or not they're doing a midnight release, because I think by today I was supposed to kind of get the phone call saying, like, hey, we're doing this or we're doing that. So we'll see. Have immediately found a good squirrel. Nice. Won't be hearing from it for a while. From the squirrel. It's got to go off to training. Yeah, so, what was I saying? But yeah, so I'm going to go into my GameStop and confirm with them whether or not they're doing a midnight release on Thursday, because every time I've gone in, the date that they've known has kind of gotten pushed back a little bit. I think it was basically they weren't getting told no, which makes sense. Like, they weren't getting told anything explicit, and I don't think, like, anyone really wanted to say yes or no on something until like it actually came out, or like until like they had to, and I imagine by this week they kind of have to kind of figure that out. It's gonna know like how many people like pre-ordered in the first place, kind of thing, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna go in Thursday and ask them, just because at that point they have to know, right? And if they say yes, then I'll do the midnight release, pick the game up, come home, and immediately launch it. If no, I'll buy a digital copy, play it digitally, and then go and pick up my pre-orders. How fast can I click? How fast can I click what? Just like buttons? Not super fast, actually. Funny story about that. There was a QuickTime event in Call of Duty Ghosts on veteran difficulty that was literally impossible for me because I'm left-handed. I am left-handed, and controllers are designed for right-handed people. Or at least, like, it's assumed that you have all of your dexterity on your right hand. So people could click the buttons faster than I could. I could not click the button fast enough to complete the event, and literally took my Xbox to a friend's house where he beat that event for me, and I went on to beat the rest of the game. Want to be a member, but don't have the money to become one. And Pumpkin Kingston, that is totally, totally fine. I appreciate the sentiment there. I appreciate the thought. But, like, yeah, obviously, like, giving me money is not, like, a necessity in any kind of way, like, at all. So, yeah, don't worry about that kind of thing. You being here and hanging on chat is more than enough. Money on your phone. Ah, yeah, that's also a whole other thing. I got you. Off the training, open containers of purple slime. That's ominous, and I don't know enough about competitive Pokemon to understand what you're implying there. Also, yeah, thank you again, everyone, for all the likes on the stream. I really do appreciate it. We're up to 12 likes, which is fantastic. If we could hit 15 likes, that'd be great. And if we could hit 20, that's amazing. 20 likes is our goal for the day. So, yeah, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you know anyone who would like the stream and isn't here, let them know about it. Would love to have them. Yeah, so I gotta, tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday, I'm gonna be, like, hardcore focusing on getting some layout stuff done. I meant to do a little bit of it today, but had a lot of work stuff to do, and then had, some like, organizational stuff, like, physically in this room to do. It's still a complete disaster, but I kind of wanted it cleaned up before BDSP came out. There's a lot of stuff that BDSP was, like, the end, like, time goal for. And that was a mistake on my part because I procrastinate heavily on everything I do. On everything I do here. So yeah, like there's a lot of the room that's still a mess. There's a lot of stuff that's not organized. Cables are everywhere. I finally got a little bit more cable management done on my monitors. I'm hoping to get those finalized tomorrow so like everything's good stream-wise and the camera's like finally like 100% guaranteed to be where it is. Name a pseudo-legend Pokemon that's in Sword and Shield. I mean, is Dragapult a pseudo-legend? Mustard balloon Drifloon, can you turn yellow already? I need the mustard balloon. Yesterday you got a Pokemon pack and pulled a Mewtwo EX. Or, not EX, GX, nice. Poke Guitarist Jake raid. Are we getting raided? Yo, Raiders, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? I see William, Shiny Moltres, Shiny Psycat. What is going on, guys? Welcome. Pokeguitarist Jake. Hey, how's it going? Not sure if you know me. Never been to your streams, but raided from Rising Blue Phoenix back in the day. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Pokeguitarist Jake, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? How was your stream today? What were you doing? I wish I could just like go to your channel from here. But yo, thank you for the raid hype in chat, guys. I'm grabbing Pokeguitarist Jake's link, but for everyone who came in with the raid, I am Mindless Enigma. I'm a shiny hunter on YouTube. We're going to be doing a ton of shiny hunts here in BDSP when those games come out. So if you want to see those, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate it. As well as, please stick around. Watch me continue to lose my sanity on this, like, insanely over-odds Drifloon hunt. Just hanging out, Jake, 100%. Super Mario 64. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats. Brought Mario Mondays back, 100% Mario 64 day. Hey, congrats on that. You're subbed already. I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well, Stone family. I am doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Alright, let's see about grabbing your link. Let's see if YouTube will be nice to me. Or, like, not YouTube, if my mouse will be nice to me. My mouse has been the big problem. There we go. There we go. Guys, definitely go check out... Poke Guitarist Jake putting their link in chat. They didn't have to rate us, but they did, and I really do appreciate it. But all right, let's get back to focusing on the Drifloons here, because I feel like a few have run into me and I haven't added them to the counter. Can't believe tomorrow is Tuesday. Where did the time go? I mean, yeah, and yesterday was Sunday. Time flies. No, it's insane. Gonna go prepare for work for the day. Gotta go. Sorry to cut it short. Hey, that's all good. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Thank you for the raid, man. I understand. When I raid people, I always feel bad. I have to leave early, but it's like, you wrap up the stream because you got stuff to do. I totally get it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. I think you're gonna hunt Starly instead of Gligar. What's going on, Splash? Welcome, welcome. Best of luck with the Starly hunt. All right, guys. We've already done 100 encounters today. We're probably, if we don't find Drifloon today, we're gonna hit 5,000, which is just mind blowing to me. And Sudden, what's going on, man? How you been? I feel like it's been a little bit. What you been up to? Way over odds, yeah, man. Yeah, insanely over odds. Yeah, I was not expecting this hunt to take over 4,000 encounters. This was supposed to be like the breather hunt after the already ridiculous 2,600 encounter Duskull. Yet here we are. This hunt's gone on even longer, like double the length. Sudden finally resisted the urge to play Forza. Is this with Charm? Yeah, Shiny Moltres. I have Charm. I've done the 500 KOs. We've done everything we can to make this hunt go faster, and we're still doing it. It's gonna need. Yo! Ah! Yes! Yes! Oh man! All right, so Quagsire has Damp, but I am still nervous, guys. I think this can no Memento. It can just still KO itself. I have nothing to do but throw Pokeballs at it. Yo! Shiny on screen. Hype. Let's hope we catch it, though. I'm nervous. I'm genuinely really nervous about this. Oh, man. Oh, Shiny hat. Guys, someone go post in Discord about us. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is stressful. I don't have false swipe, so I'm just throwing Pokeballs. I'm not doing anything as far as lowering health. I just have a ton of Pokeballs, and we're running with that. Oh my gosh. And we caught it! Yes! Yes! Finally, guys. Finally. Ah! Let's freaking go, guys. Yes! Finally! Gave you a heart attack. Oh my goodness. We're doing nature guesses. You're going to guess Impish. Yeah, people guess natures. Nature guesses all around. Post them in chat. We'll see if anyone got it. Is the stream going to end early? Nah, we're way too early in the stream to end it off this. We're going to... I don't think we're going to do another Sword and Shield hunt. I don't want to do that. I kind of want to go back to Dratini. Impish, jolly, naive, timid, lonely. Let's see. Let's see, guys. The first thing is saving, though. That's the most important thing here. Encapsulate Lavender. That was a Halloween thing. I'm not doing that right now. We're finished. This week is wrapping up hunts that we've been doing. So like Dratini, we've been trying to finish Dratini for a while, but guys, it's yellow and blue. It's finally not purple. Let's see. You brought the luck. You did, Sudden. You brought the luck today. Alright. Modest Nature. I don't think anyone guessed Modest Nature in chat. Am I going to evolve him? Not yet. Usually what I do is I catch however many evolutions there are of a Pokemon, and then I like choose the ones to evolve based on stats from there. Yeah, so for now, this guy's going to stay a Drifloon. If I ever decide to do another Drifloon hunt, I'll do a, let's go ahead and put him at the front of the party here. I'm going to go and swap him with Quagsire, and we're going to do one encounter here. Let's see. Let's just watch him in battle, right? 4,607 encounters, guys. That's crazy. That is crazy, but it's sparkly and it's yellow, guys. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited that we got that. Modest Nature with 31 IVs and a special attack stat. Congrats. Thank you, William. Thank you. I'm so happy we got that, guys. So we're saving again, just confirming we're saved. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead, close the software out, close the game out. And swap on over here to, where is it? To Let's Go. Yeah. We're just going to go ahead and update stream stuff. But yeah, guys, shiny Drifloon hype. I'm so excited for that. Scientifically, it's proven that being rated boosts the shiny odds by like 10,000%. I believe it, Psycat. Hey, let's go. It's been so long, right? Right? And also, thank you for all the likes on the stream, guys, that we've gotten since the raid. I really appreciate it. Our like goal for the day is 20 likes, and we're almost there. I'm just going to go ahead and update my system because it's been annoying me about this for a while, and I'm going to take this time to update stream stuff. Alright, I'm updating everything at once here, guys, so it might not all take. You'll have to let me know if anything looks funky. But alright, everything should be updated. World's fastest system update, right? It didn't turn back on. Or it did, and I just didn't notice it. Spartan, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Gonna have to get a clip of that. Yes, please do. If you guys get clips of things, post them on like Discord or something. I'd love to have them there. Yeah, my Switch just isn't recognizing the dock right now. It's fun times. Like, yeah, Switch is on. Docked it. And it's just not switching to dock stuff. Let's reboot it real quick. Yeah, I'm just physically restarting my Switch here. There's the clip. A Drifloon turned yellow mustard balloon update. Woo! I love the name. I appreciate the name's been keeping up with everything. Which starter am I choosing? For BDSP, I will be using. There we go. I will be using Piplup for my Brilliant Diamond save. We will be using Turtwig on my Shining Pearl save. Also, yeah, I expected that to happen. For some reason, so you know how a lot of modern TVs will automatically change inputs based off of devices being hooked up to it. For some reason, whenever my Switch plugs in, it just changes it to the Chromecast thing. I think it might be my HDMI splitter thing I've got going on is funky about it. Can I play Christmas music? Maybe once we get past Thanksgiving. I'm more of a fan of starting Christmas stuff post-Thanksgiving, even if it's only like a day or two post-Thanksgiving. Usually I set my tree up during the Iron Bowl, which is a football game that happens like the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So screen record a clip and post it on TikTok. Chimchar all the way. Hey, then someone picks everything. All of them get picked. But yeah, it's been so long. Also, yeah, so what do I need to do here? What is this? This is still a Drifloon. Yeah. So we're going to have to move Stream Boss down. I think that's going to go invisible. Unlock Stream Boss. Move Stream Boss down. My mouse is being a pain in the butt, so it's hard. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that there. Relock that, and then... Oh wait, no, I think I had that. Yeah, like that, and then... Properties. Change this one over to... Dratini. There we go. Now we're ready to go, guys. Love this game, but cannot stand the lack of Pro Controller support. It is really annoying. Agreed, Psycat. Agreed there. The biggest problem is the fact that any Pro Controller automatically disconnects when you hook up to the game. So like if I only have my Pro Controller out and I don't want to play Let's Go, but Let's Go's suspended in the background, I have to take a Joy-Con out, boot the game, close the game, and then I can turn the Pro Controller on. That is very annoying. I can very much agree to that. Alright, so our current situation here, let's check how many lures we have and how many Pokeballs we have. I don't know if we have a lot, actually. Okay, we do have a lot of Pokeballs, so I'm okay with that. Lure-wise, we're not great. We're probably going to do most of the encounters pre-lure here, just for the sake of, like, not wasting the lure, even if it takes a little bit more time. But guys, I'm so excited. We finally finished up our wild area hunts. I am so happy that we finished those up. I was nervous that Drifloon was going to take us until BDSP came out. It already took us so long, right? So that would have been kind of crazy. And now I'm going to have to get used to the fact and remember the fact that shiny Pokemon show in the overworld here. You have to find your Joy-Cons. Yeah, find the Joy-Cons. And like the thing is, like, usually what ends up happening is like I just have the Joy-Cons on my Switch and I'll have my Pro Controller and like the Pokeball out on my desk. I have to get a Joy-Con out if I want to close the software, right? Like I can't close the software fully from like I can't close the software with the Pokeball, and I can't like turn on the Joy-Con, the Pro Controller until the software is closed. It's funky. And Cinder, also, welcome to the stream. Sorry for not saying hello earlier. I was getting stream stuff prepped. But yeah, how's it going, Cinder? Welcome, welcome. We got the Critlips in chat. Hope you can get Trico today. I hope you can too, Mitchie. But yeah, no, we're gonna have a lot of use for the Critlip emote come the release of BDSP, since Piplup's gonna be our main mon. So I expect that. I expect that during our during the BDSP playthrough. Whenever I find, or whenever my yeah, no, let's not put the lure back on. Whenever my Piplup / Primplup / Empoleon lands a critical hit, the Critlip emote must be posted. So we must have a member in chat at all times for that. Beat Chuck and Crystal. Getting ready for Jasmine. If you can beat her, you'll just grind. Nice. Got 1 through 3 of the Diamond and Pearl Adventures manga, and get the rest for Christmas. Hey, that's awesome. I've been meaning to get some of the Pokemon manga just to give it a shot and read it. It was definitely mischievous. I was reading back through a few random chat messages that I missed. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, that Drifloon was definitely mischievous in nature. You only read 1 and 2? Nice. See, you still got 3 to read? Man, guys, I'm so excited. It's pretty good so far. Awesome. Good to hear. Vanillix also with the Critlips in chat. Yeah. For Christmas, you asked for a laptop and you're hoping to get one. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Guessing Drifloon was for Halloween. So, yeah, so we were trying to do like a bunch of Halloween-themed hunts throughout October. I I tried to finish this Dratini before starting those, but it was starting to take a little while. It took like 2 or 3 of our October streams away from doing ghost type hunts. So like, we'll come back to Dratini. So I put it down, and I did a Duskull hunt. The Duskull hunt took a while, and it took 2,600 encounters, so it was double odds on its own. So after that, we started Drifloon, just going, it's in the same area. Drifloon is a really cool shiny, and there's no way the wild area will be that mean to us twice. It took over half of October, and we got to Halloween, so we stopped, and we were going to do a Pumpkaboo hunt on Halloween no matter what. So we did Pumpkaboo, found it in 65 encounters, went back to Drifloon, and it took until November 15th of regular streaming to find the Drifloon. That's how crazy it was, yeah. So in the next couple days, expect the Halloween hunt highlight video to go up, guys, because we finally finished the last Halloween hunt. Red Blue Manga's humor reminds you of the anime. I guess they're kind of from around the same time. At least they started at the same time. Aren't mangas right to left? Yeah, usually they will be, because like that's how they were printed. Like in Japanese, when they read them, they kind of read like they'll read from the top right corner over instead of from the top left corner over. So yeah, a lot of manga will be like that, and when they localize them, they can't just like mirror it so it seems more like normal, since like a lot of the text on the image would be backwards and funky. At least it's over, and you look forward to the video. Yeah, no, I'm very glad it is over and we can move on, because I kind of wanted to finish up a few of these hunts that I've just had out there before the start of the BDSP streams. But obviously, no matter what, when BDSP happens, everything else gets dropped. So I kind of wanted to finish Drifloon so I could do Dratini. After Dratini, I want to do I've got a Grookey to hunt, I've got a Terrakion to hunt. Like, I've got stuff, like, planned, you know? Like, there are things I have planned to do. It's just a matter of getting around to them. I want to see the Pumpkaboo, you random encountered in Y for one. Halloween 2018, definitely one of the best Halloween hunts. It's the most fitting one to do, for sure. I was very excited to get that. It was a relief to see something found in double digits and not, like, multiple times of odds, right? Yeah, 2x odds and like nearly 4x odds there. Was some ridiculousness. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so glad we had a ton of people here for it too. I really appreciate you guys all being here and sticking around. Not to do the usual Sword Shield ugly, but almost forgot how pretty this game's art style is. Let's Go really stands on its own. 100% Psycat. I think there are a lot of people who would say that it's just, like, you just don't want to say Sword and Shield's good, so now you're, like, gonna backtrack and say Let's Go's good. But, like, as much as I definitely was one of the people who was kind of hesitant about, like, Let's Go as a concept at first, I loved playing this game, and it really is a very good-looking game. Like, if anything, it's kind of like, this is what Switch Pokemon should have looked like, right? Like, just in terms of the quality of everything. But it's really just the brightness of it. And yeah, it's definitely, like you say, it's the art style. I think the art style stands on its own significantly better than any of the other games do that have come out. I honestly, as much as I'm excited for BDSP and as much as I'm going to enjoy it, I would say Let's Go still looks better than BDSP. Yo, Grenji, what's going on, man? How you doing today? How's your weekend? Watch Mindless get Dratini, Grookey, and Terrakion in the same stream. We won't find it today. It'll be a setup, but then like tomorrow we'll just slam through everything else that was in my backlog. They said that this game sold well, they would make a Let's Go Johto, fingers crossed. I mean, this game sold really well, I think. Given any kind of expectations they could have put out for it, this game sold very well. Don't jinx it, yeah. I had a great time with Let's Go. Only complaint is that you think it'd be nice to see the sky a little more, but obviously the camera looks good as is. I guess that can be a fair point. I like this because it's very classic Pokemon. I am admittedly someone who tends to be a fan of like familiarity, and like this is very familiar, a very familiar Pokemon camera. I'm not a big fan of open world games in general, so like the wild area. So the wild area, and then just like the DLC areas where basically anywhere there's a free camera in Pokemon has been open world, so I just haven't liked it for those reasons, you know. Let's Go is the cutest game because of your partner. Let's Go did a really good job with like, yeah, the partner Pokemon and then the following Pokemon are so detailed. I know people from like the leaks of BDSP have shown some of the awkward sides of the follow mechanic in BDSP, but like, it's not bad. It's just Let's Go's was really good, you know? I'm guessing we'll get a sort of a New Game Plus DLC for BDSP that adds platinum content, but only time will tell. Possibly. I don't know. I wouldn't expect that, honestly, seeing, like, look back at, like, ORAS. Outside of Delta episode, we didn't get anything special there. I think the fact that we have some of the platinum events in the game is already kind of, like, as much as they're really going to give us, right? Like, it's going to be like, what else do you want? I feel is kind of what we're going to end up with in that situation. Why are we not running into Pokemon we're hunting for? Dratini is really rare. This is the only place to find it, and it is still very rare. I don't want to pop a lure yet, just because the lure helps, but it doesn't help a lot right now. The lure is going to be way more valuable once we actually have the chain built up. Once we start encountering Dratini, we'll see more and more of them. It's a snowball effect, but yeah, the start of this hunt's slow, and if I miss a Dratini, it's not intentional. Dratinis can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to see in the water here, so yeah, that's the deal there. Just as a heads up and kind of an explanation as to why this hunt's going the way it's going. Dratini is rare. When we had previously tried Dratini, it was so rare we wouldn't complete our chain before we would find another shiny Pokemon of some other sort. We found a bunch of Magikarps and Tentacools, and I can't bring myself to not try to catch them. I was about to ask me to pop a lure. I might end up popping one soon. If we don't see anything here in the next few minutes, they'll do that. Didn't know there's a platinum character? Yeah. Open world could maybe be saved for a spinoff. Like Legends. Yeah, I think... sorry, my nose gets really itchy sometimes on stream. Yeah, Legends is like perfect for open world. I think if they kept the concept of Legends going, assuming it does well, obviously, if they kept the concept of Legends going as its own set of games and then continue to have like the main core series of games be kind of untouched by that and get to stay classic, I would love that. I think Pokemon is really good at being able to branch out and make spin-offs when they want to. So I feel like if they put in the like effort to make more spin-offs, like anytime that Pokemon needed to like be refreshed, they can make a spin-off series. And what that ends up doing is, you know, you can like widen and flesh out the content of the Pokemon franchise while also like letting kind of your hardcore main series games and like the fans of those also continue to be happy. Obviously, I am one of those, so I am biased towards the idea of don't touch my precious, but, you know. Platinum Suit is given to players as a code, I think, until January. Yeah, same kind of deal as the Manaphy Egg, right? Where it's just like, it's like the early adopter. Like, thank you for buying the game sometime by, like, you know, New Year's, effectively. Phoenix Flight, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Lack of platinum makes you sad because you've mentioned before seeing Romaline, Veilstone Gym Leader, walks to Snow Point City barefoot to see Candace, but it was only in plat. Yeah. Heard they confirmed Legends wasn't open world, but it sure looks like it. Have no idea. It's kind of open world. It's kind of open world. It's like a Monster Hunter thing, right? Where it's like... Sorry. I'm like a hair in my mouth somehow. Yeah, so it's not like open world. It's you go to areas and you can walk around in that area and then you unlock the next one. I guess so. Yeah, really not open world, but it is way more free cam, wander around wherever you want kind of thing. It is interesting that they didn't go the true open world route. Again, I'm not a super big fan of open world games, so to me it's like, oh, it makes sense, but I know there are a lot of people who are really big fans of the open world style. You found it. We did find it. Survive the night. We did find it. It's Diamond Pearl, so didn't expect platinum content, so you're not disappointed. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my opinion is like they added in some of like the core platinum stuff, but yeah, I think anyone who wanted platinum story might be a little bit disappointed. I guess, I don't know. I guess at this point with leaks, it's with the fact that so much has been leaked and people are still saying there's no platinum, I'm assuming there's no kind of like Delta episode situation like there was in ORAS. Went over to another streamer and boom, that's why you just gotta stay here all the time, all stream. In the battle tower, Melee and Candace seem to do a doubles pair in the battle tower, so you guys seem for BDSP's crimes. It's Monster Hunter pseudo open world. Yeah, that's what I've heard. We got the balloon. Yeah, we got the balloon. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we got the balloon. I'm super glad we did. That took way longer than it should have. But yeah, we found the balloon, so we're working on some of the other hunts we're trying to wrap up. Dratini being really the big one. That's one I had started just before October. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. We're doing Dratini, and hopefully we can find Dratini, and then we'll move on to doing some of our old wormhole hunting. I gotta get that capture card set back up. I haven't set it up since I turned the desk this way, right? No love for the distortion world. Sad. I want to see Origin Form Giratina in the distortion world, but still think finding him in a deep cave with his land form would be pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm just excited to like fully experience, again. I never got to like truly experience it as a kid because my DS was broken. Genuinely love how BDSP are looking. So hyped. To be honest, I think the games could become your favorites. Right now it's XY, then Diamond Pearl, so BDSP would probably overtake Diamond Pearl. That'd be interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, they definitely seem really promising. I know a lot of people definitely did want the platinum content, but I think outside of that, like, I don't think anyone's really been like disappointed by anything that the games have put out. How many encounters? So far, 2 encounters on Dratini, but if you're talking about DRIFLOON, it was like 4,600, like 4,605 or something. Ridiculously high. But we did find it. Imagine if we can find 2 shinies in this stream. That'd be awesome, and it would somewhat make up for how long DRIFLOON took. Hopefully, I'm going to clarify and specify here. It'd be awesome to find a shiny Dratini. It's honestly not that uncommon to find shiny Magikarps and shiny Tentacles here. So, like, I don't want to find shiny Magikarps, Tentacles, or, like, Tentacruels. Because I feel obligated to attempt to catch them, and obviously that breaks your chain here. Distortion Room's still neat, though. Against Diamond Pearl, so didn't expect platinum post game. And yeah. I mean, my mentality going into it was I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it to be there because Diamond and Pearl. But if they did add it, it'd be a nice surprise, right? Outside the platinum stuff, you're very excited for what you've seen. Some people dislike the GBR style, but it's nostalgic to you, so you can't complain. Yeah, I would say, I think my biggest thing there is just they showed it off so wrong in that first trailer. If they had started, I still think the best way they could have done it is looking back to that February trailer. It started right with like it flashing back and forth between Dawn and Lucas walking down various routes. Fade that into the same perspective and same scene with the new Dawn and Lucas in Chibi 3D style. Do that. People would have lost their minds, I think. But the problem is so many people went in going, oh no, I don't want this to be like a Let's Go game. And then we got this weird like knockoff Lego minifigure like shaped Dawn that like, I think a lot of people went, what is this? And it was just the camera angle. It's not a camera angle we're going to see for more than that amount of time in the entire time we play the game. So like, ultimately it doesn't matter. It's not like it looking weird from like weird camera angle is a big deal, but that was the first impression the game left. It did leave a lot of room for the August trailer to just like skyrocket in terms of quality and comparison. Also, sorry for my very ugly sneeze. At least it wasn't loud for you. Can't wait for BDSP. I am so excited. You pre-ordered Brilliant Diamond? Nice. I have them both pre-ordered at my local GameStop. I really want to do the physical midnight release before I start streaming. However, basically my plan is if like my GameStop doesn't do a midnight release, because I asked them and they're still not sure. They weren't sure when I pre-ordered, and that was about a month ago. And every time I'd kind of asked up until then, they kept kind of pushing the date closer and closer to release until eventually it was like, we'll let you know when we do the like phone calls, like to remind people. I've never gotten a reminder phone call from a GameStop before for my pre-orders, so I just don't expect that to be like a thing that's happening. Oh, come on. I'm planning on going in Thursday to the GameStop and being like, hello, are you doing a midnight release tonight for these games? I never got the phone call. And then, if they are doing the midnight release, huzzah, That's all going to be fun. I'm going to start my stream at like 12:30. If they're not, I'm going to go ahead and just like preload a copy of Brilliant Diamond so I can play it at midnight. I have like one last attempt here. And then I'll go pick up my like actual games in the morning. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up coming of that, I guess. You have Shining Pearl preloaded on your Switch. Nice. First time it was a Magikarp and you named it Swim Shady. I love it, Mitchie. Am I not doing Catch Combo? We are currently doing Catch Combo, yes. Didn't need to expect it to be disappointed about the lack of it. And that is fair. That's fair. That sneeze was mute on your end? Yes. Yeah, no, I muted Mike. I muted Mike. Don't worry. I don't have this. I don't have that super weird silent sneezing thing that I don't think anyone else has. If something else shines here first, will I catch it? I feel obligated to, so yes. Despite already having multiple of them and them having ruined multiple phases of this Dratini hunt, I feel obligated. So yes, that is what will happen. That's what drags the Dratini hunt on and on and on anyways. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to intentionally fail a shiny. If I happen to look away at chat for a while and like a golden Magikarp swam by and I missed it, I wouldn't feel sad. I'd be like, all right, okay, whatever. We'll just keep doing the Dratini stuff. But like, if I see it, I will go for it. And that's not like me giving myself an out to like look at chat and be like, oh, I didn't see it. No, I genuinely like could not bring myself to not do it. Turn it back to Oras. Did Oras have anything from Emerald? No. I mean, you can't say Delta episode because that was basically new. I mean, but it did have Delta episode at the same time though. And like, it had a lot of new content in general, where like BDSP are very much like Diamond and Pearl remakes, which again, you throw it back in the same way of like that. But I don't think like Cinder's saying that like she's like let down from her expectations. I think it's just kind of like, bummer they didn't have that, you know? Like it's like Cinder said, you can have not expected it and also kind of be disappointed at it, right? Like you can be disappointed at your expectations, right? She can expect to be disappointed, basically, you know. Hey, MT, what's going on? Welcome. We're doing a midnight release, Mr. Ian. I got called Mr. Ian today, and it felt so weird. Like, in real life, got called that, and I was like, this is strange. This is strange. You beat Jasmine? Nice, Rose Girl. Nice. Pure luck, your Graveler's confused and at low HP. Would have lost if Graveler had hit itself. Yeah, I've been in those battles before. That episode was new, but you think it filled a gap of not having Emerald content elsewhere in the game? Yeah, I think that's basically what it is, right? Where it's like a lot of the newness maybe of Emerald was kind of covered by that. If something sparkles, you're catching it, hopefully. Yeah, I will try. I will fail horrifically, but I will try. Just making sure you know you're still here. Awesome. Glad to have you still here, Pumpkin. Only filled 2 shinies. One was a full-out Smeargle and Sun at 11k encounters. The other was a Smeargle from Poké Radar and Pearl. Throws Master Balls at shiny Moltres. Guaranteed friend in chat. Platinum content in BDSP, but you're not going to say what? I mean, we know that there are certain Pokemon in there. Or events in there and such. Like, there's been stuff confirmed in like the very initial trailers that some like Platinum event NPCs were just like in their location. Like, that's not really even leaked information. That's just what it's been. Yeah, but guys, I'm so excited. So this is something that I am kind of wondering, and I wanna ask you guys. I'll probably end up making a poll as well, like tomorrow. So my plan is to beat both games like the first week they're out. Should I stream the second time I'm playing through? Right? Like, I'm obviously streaming all of Brilliant Diamond. We're pulling like marathon streams to beat that. Do I do the same with Shining Pearl right after that? Or do I just do that somewhat more quietly and casually when I'm taking a break from streaming? Obviously, like, my weekends, like two weekends in a row are just like booked with Pokemon stuff, obviously. But really, my question isn't should I or shouldn't I? It's will you watch 2 streams of Sinnoh games being played through by the same person? Just as like genuinely out of curiosity, because like if the answer is no, then that's fine. I'll just stream like Dex completion in Brilliant Diamond sooner, you know. What's 9 plus 10? 910. Yep. I've seen enough janky programming languages to know that's true. Forget about... Yeah, Vanillis, we talked about that. Someone called you MT in real life. It was like, holy moly, that feels weird. Order Chick-fil-A, and Gmail is linked to the order with MT as your name, which is yelled at MT. Ah. You would watch one? Like, you would watch one of them and not the other, or you would watch, like, the one, like, you would watch it. Somebody who won't watch somebody beat a game unless you've beaten it. And I respect that, Shiny Moltres. I respect that. Probably would, don't mind more content. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so I'll put a poll out there for it that kind of has, I guess, a bit more articulated answers and a bit more, like, cut and dry answers as well. Yeah, because basically, like, the plan is, you know, in that situation, I want to figure out... Because if you guys do want to see Shining Pearl, I gotta figure out the Switch situation sooner, right? Like, not that I don't have to figure it out soon anyways, but, like, I kind of feel like I have to figure it out even sooner. Because I'll want, like, to be playing through on my main save, you know? So, again, for people who've come in recently... right now, the only thing on stream is, like, the only new thing I've added to stream today is the stream boss, but I am planning on adding a donation goal as well. The goal isn't posted. Any donations made will be accounted into the goal, but the goal currently is for a second Switch, just because I want to be able to dual stream BDSP at certain points with shiny hunting. So if you guys would like to help me with that, you know, super chat or donation link, either way will help tremendously with me being able to find a second Switch here to play and stream on. But yeah, so that'll be a donation goal that'll be added to the stream after, like, be added to the stream layout after stream today. I just didn't have time to add it today because I, you know, got home like 15 minutes before the stream started. But yeah, so that's just a heads up, is like a, hey, this is a thing if anyone is interested. What's the Stream Boss? What is that? So Stream Boss is basically just like a little chat interactive thing where it's like, if you donate or sub or become a member and stuff like that, you do damage to the Stream Boss, and whoever deals the, like, finishing blow and takes the Stream Boss down to 0 HP becomes the new Stream Boss. Watch again. These games are looking great. Awesome. Watch one out of the 2. All right. I appreciate the answer there, Mitchie. So yeah, like, it's one of those things as well where it's like, if I got a second Switch, I can be working on Brilliant Diamond at the same time as I'm replaying through Pearl, you know, like, so I can kind of keep the content fresh there in that kind of case, and that's what I want to figure out, is like that kind of thing. And again, also if I have a second Switch or not. Yo, Frank, welcome back after weeks. Back to tune into the stream. Welcome. I feel like you've only missed one shiny in that whole time because we only found Drifloon and it was today. Similar to Moltres, refuse to watch videos on the game until you've seen everything yourself. Overly picky. I respect it. I'm pretty much the same way. I've been avoiding watching pretty much any, like, the unofficial leak stuff. Could do a normal playthrough the first time and then do something different the second playthrough, like a challenge run or something. Maybe only use certain type or do a Nuzlocke. That's true. I know, so basically, like, my goal has kind of been to as efficiently as possible get as many shiny Pokemon as I can. Like that's kind of my goal at the moment. With BDSP is from the moment they come out until the moment Legends Arceus comes out, I'm putting all of my efforts into grinding for, like, as much of a living shiny dex as I can in that time. That's kind of my goal. That's like my ultimate goal is to see how many shiny Pokemon I can get in BDSP between the release of BDSP and the release of Legends Arceus. Obviously, we will continue to hunt in both, assuming Legends does like a shiny hunting method beyond that, but it's kind of like my goal just to see how much I can do between now and the release of Legends. So we want to build a portal so you can time travel to Friday. Too hyped to play Shining Pearl. I'm so excited. I've got the pre-orders in. I just need to confirm with work, like, hey, I will be off these days, kind of thing. Because like, there's a few days I have to say I'm taking off. I have to make sure that's like 100% a-okay. Would I get the OLED? If I could find one, I would. I'm not super picky on that front right now. Basically, the only thing I don't want is a light. And preferably not the Animal Crossing edition, because I still see that special edition everywhere, and it just stands out too much to like be part of like a like subtle like gaming desk setup. So yeah, I personally like I would love to have an OLED Switch. If I'm getting a new Switch, I may as well just get like the newest one. But I was already planning on getting a new Switch at some point anyways before they announced the OLED. So like getting just a V2 Switch in general is not like a complaint of mine. Mom's working late today, bringing home dinner. So it's 7:16 right now, and you're still waiting for her to bring dinner. Dang, hopefully you're not getting too hungry. You want a light just because treat your Switch with so much care that you never remove it from the dock, not even handheld. I get that. And for most games that do like handle kind of like saving and syncing between those devices, I get that. Yeah, for me, the one thing I can't have is a light because I want to stream with it, you know? And lights don't have HDMI out, so I can't use a capture card on it. Still debating if you should shiny hunt Turtwig. Like, you want to play through the game at its release, you'll shiny hunt Weasel instead. There you go. You can always have 2 save files. True, but I think it's like, it becomes that dilemma of like, do I shiny hunt first or do I play the game first? And that's kind of what I thought about too, is like, do I shiny hunt a starter? But I've decided no on that, at the very least in my Brilliant Diamond save, and probably with my main Shining Pearl save as well, just because I know for me, if I shiny hunt for the starter, I want to make the whole game a shiny badge quest, but that would take way too long right now, you know. Pre-having the decks, pre-having Poker Radar, pre-everything, that'd be a pain in the butt, and I'm not ready to just start the new games doing, you know. So for me, it's a no on the shiny starter hunting at first. We'll do a Masuda hunt for it later, and we might do a soft reset hunt like on the Switch I'm playing on now. Brilliant Diamond's gonna be the main game, but like a Shining Pearl save on this, I might do that as well, you know. Current plan is to not hunt your starter, starting with Turtwig, because I never used it in Platinum, or you used Piplup and Chimchar before. But to hunt a Sphinx as soon as possible. And play the game with a shiny Shinx. Nice. Good plan. I feel like a lot of people are going to be in that boat. It makes a lot of sense, right? Like, I feel like the starter hunt's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. Given the way soft resetting on the Switch works, and given that it seems like we still have some amount of cutscene animation. Classic, Diamond and Pearl, soft reset there, that whole cutscene deal. One with the name on will be your main file, the others usually for other things. Yeah, I get that. Starter hunt will take time, but you think there's 3 shiny tracks at once? No. No. So I believe you have to select the Pokemon, then throw it into battle to see. The only games that have ever done that... Excuse me. The only games that have ever done it the way you're thinking, Shiny Moltres, is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, where the shiny actually does show up when you're looking at the Pokemon before choosing it. I don't know why they've never done it again. It makes so much sense. It seems logical, but it doesn't work that way. It'll always show up as not shiny in the briefcase. Same deal with Gen 3 hunts. Same deal with really every hunt. It's kind of like how, like Sun and Moon, the cutscene was fully pre-rendered, so you never actually... Dratini, stop bouncing! Come on now. I just had to throw something at it. The Bleeze will be your first full odds shiny hunt at 1 in 4096. That'll take a bit. Yeah. Oh, we gotta run. Yeah, those can take a while. I thought Trico turned shiny, but this is random flower in the battle animation thing. Someone showed a screenshot of the shiny appearing on the selection screen in the new games? Really? Exactly like Heart Gold Soul Silver. If that's the case, that's nice. And makes the hunt a lot more, like, easy, right? Because it's basically a shiny charm hunt at that point. It's a 1 in 1365, basically. Actually tend not to do starter hunts anyways. I mean, suppose you were planning to do it for score money, but because they were locked, I guess you'll never know if you'd have actually gone through with it. You can say whatever you want with that game, yeah. They can't call you on. No one can call you on it. Snivy was a major outlier for you. Glad you hunted it though. Shiny under 100 or under 1,000 soft resets and female. Yeah, that's awesome. 1 in 4096 and Snow Charm. It would be forever as long as you weren't going for a specific starter. Going for like the starters, assuming it works the way you're saying, Shiny Moltres, where it works like Heart Gold Soul Silver. That basically makes the chances that you're rolling for 3 shinies at once, so it becomes 3 in 4096, which works out to charm odds of 1 in 1365. It's one of the few ways you can actually do a hunt at charm odds without the charm. Just because you're doing 3 Pokemon at once. It's basically a horde hunt, but 3 instead of 4, I don't know if you're talking about about counting the 3 Pokemon at once. Yeah, I'm talking about counting the 3 at once. Don't want to spoil things for what you've seen. That's what the hunt is looking at right now. That's awesome. I did not think that was how this one was going to work. Why is... Something is, like, creaking and groaning a lot right now, and I really think it's just, like, my room is warming up now that I'm home. But it is concerning. Also, thank you, everyone, for the likes on the stream. We're so close to our 20 like goal for the day. If any of you guys haven't left a like, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you could help us get over that 20 like mark, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, so like statistically speaking, also I'm gonna have to change music. Oh, don't run, please don't run. Oh, B. Had to get out of there so fast. Also, we had to switch over to my music. Sometimes, like, the Monster Cat playlist just stop. Forgot to mention that the Chimchar is female. That's even about the same luck. That's awesome. Yeah, so basically the way I'm saying is, like, out of every 1,365 encounters, like, that's how often you should expect to see a shiny, not necessarily the one you're looking for. If that's the case with the Sinnoh starters and BDSP, you need to get back into the shiny hunting scene. You've done some soft resets and egg hatches some months ago, but no shinies. Yeah, I feel that. When I took a break, it was like you do a little bit here and there, but it wasn't nearly as motivating as like doing it now, where like I'm actually getting stuff and I'm streaming it and all that. So yeah, I get that. Also, we're finally to the point here where we're actually going to start seeing a boost in our chances of Dratini spawns. Thank goodness. Haven't hunted in 2 months due to, you believe, tendinitis. Ah, man. Yeah. Definitely, like, take care of yourself with that. That's a rough one. I usually notice I get a little bit of something like that with, Minecraft of all games. That's usually the one game I actually kind of get it with, because it's one of the ones where I'm actually like repetitively doing something over and over again. So it's probably not tendinitis. It's probably more like carpal tunnel or just an RSI of some kind. But what's the chain at now? 11. Not fantastic, but progress. It just took forever to get that first one. Yo, Meteor Man, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Pokemon release week. Are you excited for the new games, Meteor Man? Usually get cramps when you're multi-hunting. But you ignored the cramps once, and here you are 5 months later still feeling the effects of it. Going to a doctor soon, good plan. Yeah, it's one of those things like you can come up to that line, and then you just feel like I can push it a little bit. No, you can't. You should not under any circumstances push that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I try to do various activities that kind of change up what I'm doing with like my arms and hands and stuff as far as just like keeping it fresh. Excited, but you have other things you want to get first. Got you. What are stuff you excited for then? Never again. Huge life lesson. Yeah. Yeah. I learned, despite having heard it obviously like my whole life, the don't lift with your back, lift with your legs thing. I ignored it one time, and yeah, my back still hurts every once in a while from it. I was working on my car and like was just changing out brake rotors and stuff, so I pulled the wheels off and I slid the wheel under the car just in case it fell over or like fell off a jack stand or something. You still had something for it to hit, that was smaller, like taller than your leg, something just to like kind of protect you a little bit. And so I finished and I went to pull the wheel out, and I just bent over and kind of pulled and did it basically fully with my lower back. And giant steel wheel. Yeah, no, my back just said no, and I just fell over. And I was like, oh gosh, this is the end. Yeah, I was like, this is the end. It's over for me. Yeah, that was like 2018, so here we are, 2021, and I still feel it. Want to get Shield and Smash Bros. First and wait until summer to get Brilliant Diamond. Fair, you got a plan. And Luigi, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone? I'm doing well. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well too. Are you excited for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, Luigi? Don't lift with your back. It's like the best advice ever. Doing heavy lifting as part of schooling once and learn quickly you must use your legs at all costs. Yeah, for me it was basically, I didn't even really think I'd like lifted with my back, because I arguably didn't lift anything. I just kind of slid it. But again, I used my whole back for it instead of, or like, I used a single part of my back instead of like any combination of parts of my body. And like, yeah, very lower part of my spine just hurts sometimes. Doing well, awesome. And Ben, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're at some point. What are you? I'm very excited for it. I'm getting both at midnight on the release day. Hopefully, I'm getting at least one of them at midnight. I might be getting the other two, or like the other one the next morning, depending on if my GameStop does the physical release or not. I'm excited though. Doing good except for that waiting 4 days for your Shining Pearl game to be playable. Sums up to this. Yeah. They're just screams. Welcome to the party. Yeah, welcome everyone. Happy to have you all here. I hope you guys Mondays have been going well. Anyone do anything exciting for the weekend? I haven't actually asked that. I've asked if you guys have had good weekends. What did you guys do this weekend? Did you guys do anything like particularly interesting? Or was it just like a good chill weekend? I know I was honestly, as almost sad as this is, I was debating between like actually going out and doing stuff, which I did, or just staying in and relaxing, knowing that I was going to be like playing Pokemon the next week. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta take it light, because next week I'm playing Pokemon, the super intense things in life. No, but I genuinely was like considering, like, do I just take a little bit, do I just not do anything at least one of these days? But nah, I ended up going racing one day and then just meeting up with a racing buddy the next day and watching him run some laps. It was a fun weekend. Overall, it was fun. Watched some football, watched some F1. It was a good time. I was trying to do a Vulpix hunt in Let's Go and saw 600 of them and got a Rattata. Oof. Yeah. Let's Go can do that. That's my concern with the Dratini hunt, is I feel like compelled to catch any Pokemon I see that's a shiny. No matter if I have it, or if I'm hunting for it, or if I'm going for something else, or it's like the 5th one I've found. I'll try to catch it. That makes this hunt particularly hard, because you see so many other Pokemon before you see 31, I almost said Drifloon, Dratini. Been here for a little bit, just watching a reaction to the shiny Drifloon. Yeah, no, I was so excited to get Drifloon today. I'm so glad we found Drifloon. Went to Zach's Burger. I'm guessing a burger place. Was it good? Just chilling these days, waiting for the winter ahead. For the first time in your life, you have a lot of free time since you're done schooling, so take it easy. Hey, I respect that. I respect the heck out of that. Like, I am not one to, like, you know, shame any level of relaxation. I definitely think it's a worthwhile and healthy thing to do. I just know personally, if I do that too much, I get in a cycle of just continuously, I'll be lazy this week. I'll be lazy this week too. And then it's been like 5 weeks and I haven't done anything. So I kind of have to force myself to get out of, like, to stay out of that rut a little bit. Yeah. It helps that I have a hobby I've been super interested in. It's a burger place. It's also very good. Hey, that's awesome. Playing some games, watching some streams. Got you. Working on an application for a new job. Oh, nice. Pretty high chance of getting it. Awesome. Pay less than your current job, but also a bit less stressful too. So it's a win in your book. Hey, that's great, Cinder. I hope you get it then. If it's what you think is the best for you, I hope you get it. I haven't actually shiny hunted in a couple months. I feel that. Yeah, I ended up taking basically like a year off of shiny hunting after graduating. Playing Pokemon is doing something. It's doing something, but like, I don't know about anyone else, but I know for me, if I like spend a whole day in like this chair, just doing this, I end up feeling kind of crummy. If I'm streaming, it's different, but like if I'm just chilling like on a Saturday, not streaming or anything, I have to get up. I just can't do gaming sessions that are super long in the middle of the day. Like at night, yeah, I can do it just fine, but like in the middle of the day, I feel like I've got to get out and like do something, you know, like. Again, no judgment to pass on anyone else who does that, but like, I just can't. I feel cooped up, you know. Best of luck, Cinder. Absolutely. And guys, we're super close to our 20 like goal for the day. It'd be awesome if we could hit that here in the next few minutes. It'd be awesome to hit the like goal. We're only halfway through the stream. That's true, can relate. Yeah, it's like, yeah, and like the thing is, if I do that, I end up in that cycle of it happening over and over again. And also, we hit the 20 like goal. Thank you guys, I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. And if any of you guys aren't subbed as well, I would greatly appreciate it if you subbed. You know, it's free. We got a lot more of these streams coming, especially with the new games coming out. We'll love to have you here for all of them. So the sub button and that notification bell sometimes help you hear about the streams. But yeah, definitely sub. Join the Discord if you want to know about the streams, though. !Discord for Nightbot to post the link. I'll post every time I stream. I post a link in the Discord server along with a notification to everyone, just saying, "Hey, I'm live," because we all know YouTube's live notifications tend to come late, sometimes after the stream is over, which is always a fun time. I've just been doing Dynamax adventures here and there, and maybe you'll get yourself back into it. Yeah, man. But I totally get it. I totally get taking that break, doing something a little bit less intense when it comes to the shiny hunting. Yeah, we're actually getting a good number of Dratini spawns now. Oh, whew, barely hit that. Excellent. Gonna go try a few things to be lurking in the meantime. Dropped a sub too. Thank you, Shiny Moltres. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your night if you don't end up back here before the end of the stream or anything. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Glad to have met you. So sad that the Mega Evolution isn't returning. It's your favorite feature. A lot of people are upset about that, yeah. I don't mind it. I didn't get super big into like X and Y, or like, I got big into Oras, but I didn't get big into the Mega Evolutions in it. But yeah, I get that. I know a lot of people are kind of upset that those disappeared. I'm not super shocked they didn't return in BDSP though, especially if they weren't in Sword and Shield. Hey, no one even had to type !Discord. Nightbot just posted it anyways. Yeah, we're actually getting good Dratini spawns now. Heck yeah. And I've talked about the number of times I've phased just because like a shiny Magikarp's shown up. I haven't been too upset by that, honestly. Is I'm gonna jinx myself 100% right now, but like the Dratinis have been relatively easy to catch today. A lot of that comes down to the number of them that you catch, the easier it gets to catch them. And yeah, very true. Very true. We've caught 153 Dratinis on this game. Looking for a shiny one. Yo, Ari, what's going on? Looking forward to the Diamond Pearl remakes? Heck yes. I'm really looking forward to them. Yeah, no, I have them both pre-ordered. I'm hoping to pick them up at midnight from my GameStop. If I can't pick them up at midnight from GameStop, I'm like buying one digitally and preloading it. I'm planning on streaming like Friday to Monday straight. Only stopping to sleep. Understand Mega's not coming back. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they were necessarily removed in the first place. Like, it's like one of those things where sure, it was technically supposed to be just like a one-generation gimmick, but it turned out really well and people liked it. Just keep going with it, you know? Hardly ever got a chance to play Gen 4 for yourself. Prepared for this, heck yeah. Same boat, honestly, because I've talked about this before. I had Pearl, I own Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold. I own most of Gen 4. I've yet to actually beat Sinnoh. Just because when they were still the newest games, my DS was broken, so I couldn't finish them. And then I was an angsty middle schooler and high schooler, and Pokemon's for kids, so I didn't play it. I'd never wanted to get another DS. Then I graduated and went to college and got a 3DS almost immediately, and played the crap out of ORS. And here we are. So yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited for BDSP. It's probably the most excited I've been for a like Pokemon game release since I started streaming. USUM was samey. It was basically just like a slightly improved version of Sun and Moon, which I'd already been playing for a year. And Let's Go, I think everyone was kind of iffy on at the time. It's definitely grown on people. It grew on me immediately, but as far as like leading into the release, I wasn't nearly as excited about it. But now, like obviously I'm playing a ton of Let's Go on stream. Then Sword and Shield, all those controversies. What'd you say your favorite Pokemon game is? Favorite game would probably be Sun, just because it's what got me into shiny hunting and everything. I have like 2,000 plus hours on that game. That's an estimate, because the timers, the save times stop counting at 1,000. So anything beyond that's an estimate, and I hit that probably about a year in, and now it's been several years since then. I played it less, but I've still played a good chunk of it since then. So I'd probably save about 2,000 hours in Sun, and like, I have to give that one some level of respect since it was kind of inspired me to shiny hunt. Aside from that, it would be Emerald. I'm a massive Hoenn fanboy. That's ironic. What's ironic? Something about Sun or something about me not beating Sinnoh? What about you? What's your favorite Pokemon game? I'm surprised I hit that. Usually Dratini slaps like that first one away. I'm surprised I hit that, and I barely hit that circle. Love Emerald, definitely your favorite. Heck yes. 2K hours is super impressive. Thank you. I no life to that game like no one. I had no life to that game like nothing else. Yeah, basically, like I played like I would say like a healthy amount the first like week it was out as far as beating the game and trying to kind of complete the decks. And it was like, you know, Pokemon games, at least for me, always came out right before Thanksgiving break, and then I'd come back and I had finals like a week or two after that, so it was kind of just like casually playing while studying for finals or writing final papers and stuff. Then like winter break hit, and I started shiny hunting. And I believe at that point I started putting in basically like a like full-time job's worth of hours into Pokemon every day. Like I think I was putting like 8 hours in on my save, like genuinely playing, not just leaving it open every day. I'm multitasking with other stuff, but it was just like any like spare second I could take my 3DS out and play it. I was playing it. Only have one Pokemon game, so you can't choose. Well, that's your favorite game, and it's a valid reason. So what's your favorite then? Like, what game do you have? Oh, that you didn't beat one of the 4th Gen games? Yeah. I mean, for the amount of time I spent in Pokemon and the fact that I stream Pokemon to, like, all of you guys most days of the week, like, there's a lot of Pokemon stuff that I just haven't done. I just kind of, like, never mentioned, so you guys don't, like, flame me for it. If Let's Go, hey, that's good, though. Let's Go's a good starter game to have. Thoughts on Legends? I'm glad that they made a separate game for the mechanics. I'm excited for it. I'm just not a very big open world video game fan in general. There are some games I like with it, but a lot of other games I don't. So I just kind of didn't want, like obviously one of the biggest things people have been asking for with Pokemon for a while, especially now that it's on the Switch, is open world. And they kind of did that in Sword and Shield with the Wild area and the DLCs, but not really. And I felt that was clunky and I didn't like it. But it seems like they improved it for Legends. I'm genuinely interested in those games, and I'm going to pick them up, or in those games, in that game. I'm genuinely interested in it, and I'm definitely going to play it. It seems really interesting. I am just very glad that it is its own, like, separate series, because it makes sense. It's clever. Pokemon's always kind of been built off of, like, a region having very clearly defined roads. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so like, it's very clearly defined routes and stuff, so it's like, all right, before the routes, it's like, I can get behind that. So I'm excited for it. I've gotten more excited for Legends now that I am way more confident that Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are going to be good games. I think I was really nervous that all of the spotlight was going to be on Legends. Like 100%, everyone was just going to completely brush over the Diamond Pearl remakes and go straight to Legends. And as a streamer, if that flopped, you would go back like 3 games until you got to a game that didn't feel to some extent like a flop in terms of like being able to stream to people and entertain people with it. So part of it's from that perspective. I feel like I have a safety net in BDSP being good games. Ian hasn't beat Gen 5 yet, guys. This is true. Again, Gen 5 happened fully while I didn't have a DS to play it on. Best open world game is Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, that's like a sandbox game, and that's on a whole other level. I would say the 2 open world games that I actually kind of like enjoy are Grand Theft Auto and Forza Horizon. They're both driving games at the end of the day, which I think in my mind lends itself way more to it than like an open world, still single player RPG. Like I never beat Breath of the Wild. It's just, I kind of like having a bit more of a defined path. Let me go and like explore off of that path, but a bit more of a defined path. Never played those either, but I've heard good things about Black and White. It's really funny. It's really funny having streamed for a while. When I started streaming, and even before I started streaming, Black and White were like the black sheep of the Pokemon franchise. Like they were just hated nearly universally when I first started streaming. Since then, they have become the golden child best Pokemon game to have ever existed. It is really funny to see that kind of happen, because it happened with Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It happened with Platinum and Sinnoh in general and everything. It really just is kind of like the fans getting back into the games and having like true nostalgia for their first game. I'm not denying that they're good. I genuinely do think Black and White probably have some of like the most effort put into them out of any Pokemon game. But it is funny because you're starting to see that happen with X and Y too. It's starting to have that happen to it. What was your favorite shiny? Yours might be either Zygarde or Ghastly. My favorite shiny, hands down, shiny Milotic. Milotic was already one of my favorite Pokemon as a kid, and then I saw that shiny and was just like, boom, perfect. And yeah, that's been my favorite shiny ever since. Glossed over Gen 3 due to not having a GBA. Fair. I still think he missed out on like the best games, but that's just me. Just jesting about the jumping. Jump you into a Pokemon battle and be very powerful Pokemon. Oh, I totally missed your message. I wasn't ignoring it, Luigi. I apologize for that. Very powerful Pokemon because you didn't complete the Gen 5 games. Yeah. I deserve that. I deserve that. I've promised I'd play them. I own Black and White, and I own Black and White in Japanese. I don't own Black White or Black White 2 at all, in any form. Those are weirdly getting more expensive. Not weirdly, but they're getting more expensive now, which makes it harder to buy. Gotta go. All right, see you later, Meteor Man. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and hope to see you again soon. Can't give luck because you don't have any. Relatable. Yeah. Anyone, if I ever said like good luck to anyone, I'd just like ruin their chances of finding a shiny. Especially after looking at my Drifloon, right? Pokemon White 2 was a good game. Yeah, I mean, I've heard really good things about them. Especially the like sequels. But yeah, I just haven't played them. It's something, it's been on my list for years to do. Gen 5 sequels are great, yeah. I think a lot of people were really excited for Usum because of the Gen 5 sequels. Like, looking at them and kind of comparing them. But then they ended up not really being the same thing, and it was a little bit of a letdown, I think, to a lot of people in that regard. Because, like, I think a lot of people had already kind of drawn a lot of pretty heavy parallels between Gen 7 and Gen 5, just in terms of how story-focused they were. So for Usum to be technically set further in the future, but not link back to the old story whatsoever, and basically just be the same story, but 5 years later, or whatever it was, like, yeah, I can kind of see how people are like, to that story. Don't have many of your Pokemon games anymore. Yeah, so when my parents were, like, moving out of their house, and, like, getting everything, getting the house ready to sell, we were cleaning it out, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna find my Fire Red game. I'm gonna find my Sapphire game. Those are definitely in here. I found the game manual for Fire Red. I didn't find Fire Red though. So yeah, unfortunately, those games were lost to time, and I've got to buy new copies of them. But it's so frustrating to me how, especially since I want to get stuff kind of complete in box now, that like, I understand the value of that. It's impossible to find English complete in-box Game Boy games. It's insane. It's so expensive. I honestly thought, like, you know what, like, my Japanese collection of these games will be a little bit more impressive, just because who would have had that? Nah, importers can get those all day long for so cheap. Like, I think the comparison is, like, look at like $180 for a copy of like Japanese Crystal complete in box versus almost 1,000, if not well over 1,000 for an English complete in box Crystal. It's crazy. Yo, Goldie, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Joined the stream right when it ended. Not this one though. This one's still got an hour. I'll actually have a good bit of time at hunting Dratini. Maybe at some point you'll get those games. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's something worth getting. You just gotta, figure out the good time to get it. I know for me, it's been fun to recollect a lot of those games now that, like, I have a job and can afford to do that and stuff like that, Why is this already playing again? Monster Cat's Shuffle is, like, the truest of shuffles in that it doesn't care that it already played a song. So I'm just skipping it because of that. I really hope I didn't miss the run animation. Okay, good. I don't think I did. So, I really just didn't want to miss the run animation. Maybe another Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I kind of want to get another Game Boy too, but mine works fine and I don't use it too much. If I want to really play Game Boy games, I end up playing on the player. Feeling we have so much to talk about, but you join a stream right when it ends. RIP. You can talk about it here, assuming it's not like that stream specific. Followed them, heavy ammo cartridge you got in late middle school. Nice. I really need to fix the fact that this water bottle like screams when I drink from it. Alright guys, one more Dratini and we can fly up into the sky and just kind of stay there. One more Dratini and we pop a lure and sit around. I'm playing a game called My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. I showed your mom a few monsters and she said she liked Shell Beat a drummer hermit crab. I like that idea. How do you fix that? I mean, I think in the case of this, I just like had to clean up like there's like the little hole in it. Really all it is there's a little hole in it, so like as you like drink water, like especially if you have it like, you know, capped like mine is, you know, where you just have like the little like flippy bit to actually drink from. There's a little hole that like lets air in while you're drinking water from it, so like that it's not like creating a vacuum. And it makes it easier to drink the water out of it, which is obviously good for a water bottle. But the hole is very tiny, so that it seals when you close the spout. And that means there's a very tiny hole and it just whistles, is all it is. I gotta figure out how to fix it, because I don't think it should. Oh gosh, run away, run away, run away. It's weird, the Game Boy Advance is oddly cheap. They fluctuate. They fluctuate a lot, Luigi. For one, yeah, even like expensive Game Boys are relatively cheap in comparison to some other consoles just because they are very cheap, right? Like, this was never sold for like a lot of money in comparison to like a 3DS or something. And they made tons of them. So they're all over the place. They're not hard to find. Good condition ones can get a bit pricey, but like if I were to sell this on eBay or something, I'd have to sell it for a pretty reasonable price because of like how scuffed up it is and stuff. But I won't sell it because it's mine. And I like it. Alright, there we go. So now we can go ahead, hop on Charizard. Yep, take out a Pokeball. Back out of that menu. Nope, don't go back in the party. Nope, don't go into play with Pikachu. Pikachu's just as upset as I am with the joystick. Yeah, go ahead and pop a lure. And then we can take off. Woohoo! Now for the most exhilarating part of the gameplay, guys. Where we sit right here for however many hours it takes for Dratini to spawn. Take something fake if it works. Honestly, fair, because like, if a fake Game Boy plays games, then it's a Game Boy. Got an egg that takes 24 hours to hatch, and since Shelby has 4 elements, I think that's the right one. Shelby looks like a blend between a Cthulhu and a hermit crab. Nice. Cute looking. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, we built our catch combo up. That honestly went faster than I expected, given how long it took to find that first Pokemon. Just jesting, something fake probably wouldn't work. Probably not. I mean, you can find some that are, you know, like, mostly for original Game Boy stuff, you can find some things that kind of work, but a lot of times they're the ones that are just, like, meant to have built-in games and stuff, and just look like a Game Boy. But I don't think there's actually really anything inside a Game Boy that isn't, like, an off-the-shelf part that they just programmed how they wanted it to work. That was kind of a thing with a lot of like consoles back in like this simple and like earlier, you know, you go back to like NES's or go back farther to, you know, obviously like you start getting to, at that point, really just like computers that you hooked up to your TV. But most of the parts were like very off the shelf parts. You can go and order them still. You could theoretically build your own Game Boy if you had like the like code to load onto it to make it boot and read stuff, you know. So like it's possible to make like clone Game Boys and stuff. Nintendo doesn't like it, very much so doesn't like it, but it is possible. It is possible to find like a not Nintendo functional Game Boy. It's just very, very unlikely. I think refurbished is basically holding on a product and then waiting to sell it years later. I mean, refurbished, so what refurbished really is like, it came in broken, and they fixed it. So, probably the case with a lot of Game Boys is they came in with a broken hinge or a broken screen, or the buttons were all messed up, and what they did is they, you know, took this Game Boy from someone sold it to them very cheap because it's broken. Why would you want it? It's worthless. And someone who knows what they're doing can come along and like buy that for super cheap because that person doesn't want to deal with it. And, you know, they buy it for like, you know, $30-$40 because it's a broken Game Boy. For $20, they buy a new case. You know, they can buy like a brand new like outer shell because people still plastic mold new shells all the time, and buttons. Buy all new that stuff, slap the whole thing in that, clean off the circuit board if it's got corrosion on it, and boom, off you go. Sell it for, you know, $100 because now it's a custom refurbished, you know, Game Boy. Or if you like took mine and tried like polishing some of the scuffs out of the top of it and stuff, like maybe you'd call it refurbished then, but it'd really be like this button. If this button was broken, you fixed the button and sold it. Where it's like it's used and it was broken at one point, but it's been fixed. Favorite monster in MSM is the Thrumble. It's a humming. Its humming sounds so nice. Go talking about old mobile games. Hey, you're good, Goldie. You're good. It's always interesting learning about that kind of stuff from people. Oh man, Charizard was almost flapping to the beat, but it's just a little bit slow. How does one purchase Pokemon Rumble now? I do not know. Was that a physical game or a digital game? If it was digital and it's not on a store anymore, you're out of luck. If it was physical, you just gotta find it used somewhere. Used game stores, used toy stores, eBay shops. Made in 2015. OG was made in 2012. That's really old in terms of mobile games. That actually is pretty old in mobile game terms. You have Rumble Blast. Nice. Was it only a Nintendo Wii Shop channel game? If that's the case, yeah, you gotta hope someone like has the download file and they put it online and it's not a virus. Like that's the kind of thing you kind of get into then. Yeah, it's like Wii Shop's gone, you know. It's like there's nothing to be done there, unfortunately. As far as like official ways of getting it, there's nothing. Fortunately, people on the internet really like to hoard things and don't like when companies get rid of stuff, so it exists somewhere. Rumble series didn't really take off because the recent ones like U-World and the mobile one just sucked. I mean, the games are bad. Of course they're not going to take off. Ah, yes, let's pirate games. Yeah, that's basically what it is, but at the same time, effectively it becomes abandonware at that point where it's like they don't sell it anywhere. It doesn't exist anymore, especially if it was just a digital game. So that kind of becomes the moral gray area of like, you know, some people aren't okay with it. It's still piracy. Some people are like, at the end of the day, there's no other option, right? Original Blasts were really fun and good though. Stinks that they went downhill then. Also, guys, You know what time it is in chat. I want to see the crab rave happen. I want to see the crab emotes. There we go. Goldie's starting it off. Finally. Yeah, Goldie, it's been a while since you've been here for a crab rave. Oh no. Is it a cheese rave now? Crab. Yes, all the crabs. Crab is correct, Luigi. Pog cheese. The crab rave's been taken over. It's all just cheese now. I just noticed there's a little bit of a flicker on the TV today. It's usually not there. Future friend, by the way, you spam cheese, not crab. I see. Is that a respect for them and disrespect for me? Nah, I joke. You're gonna go find you some treasures on the internet. Ah, I see. R. Have some fun with that. Be careful. Be careful while going for it, though. I mean, if it's not an official way of getting it, it's not necessarily a guaranteed like safe way of getting it. Searching for the Mario Kart Wii file at Jimmy's house. Didn't know Jimmy's house was on the internet. Metagan in the comment section for a Roblox game. No, nice. Lives in India, so day for his night friend. Yeah, I have that with some people. Like Mel's in Japan, so yeah. Whenever we talk, it's like it's either my morning or her morning, or like really the only times we really get to talk. Just jesting, you'll only obtain products, Lily. I got you, Luigi. Wink. Nintendo takes down emulator sites. Also, Nintendo makes you pay $50 a year for an extremely badly emulated N64 games. Pretty much. Pretty much. Excuse me. Love late night telemarketers. Yeah, I got a call from my actual ISP trying to like ask me about like tell me about deals, and I just told them it wasn't a good time and then blocked their number. It's like, yeah, nothing you send me, nothing you tell me officially is gonna come through a phone call, so no. So I got a call from them, I got a call from my ISP probably a month and a half ago now, maybe less, maybe a month ago. I'd been getting calls from like every week or so, and it's just, Xfinity, we have great deals for you kind of thing. And I was like, okay, sure you do. You probably really don't, you know. So like, I just didn't answer. But then one morning I woke up and I did answer. He was like, oh, my ISP is calling me. And I was sleepy, so I was like, maybe they're calling me about an important thing. Immediately was like, oh, we want to like, do you want to double your internet speed for like 10 more bucks a month? And I was like, no, I just cut all my costs from you. Like, why would I pay you more now? And it's like, do you want to, are you interested? I'm not interested in any of your offers. And they went on and said, like, oh, it's so a great deal. We'll send you all the, I'm like, I'm not interested. So they immediately like, ended the call since they realized they weren't actually getting a sale out of me. Then my speeds went up anyways. They just wanted to get $10 more out of me before they boosted the speeds of the network on the whole. I was not happy. And I was happy to get faster internet, but I was not happy they tried to get more money out of me. The legal way doesn't look like much of a choice then, does it? Like, that's the thing, right? Like, if there's no legit way to do it. Never get calls on Ed, which will surprise you. I mean, I never get calls in general, right? Like, if I get a call that's important, it's from a number that is already in my phone, or it is from a company I was expecting to call, which just has their own like business like number ID system, right? Like if someone calls me, if like a company calls me, or like if like my utility company calls me or something, like give some automated message, or just like because I called them and they needed to call back or something, right? Like I will get a like, it'll say like as a caller ID, this is like this company calling. I'm like, okay, so I'll answer that, but unless there's a caller ID, I know it's a bad call, right? Like, there are a few times a year where I might have something where I'll actually answer calls because I'm expecting something. Like, excuse me. Like, when I first started my job, I knew my boss needed to call me for some stuff, and I didn't have his number. He had mine, I didn't have his. So it's like, all right, I gotta answer every call, right? So, of course, I answer every spam call and all that garbage in the middle of that as well. So, that's what happens, right? Like, because right now, basically, like, I'm waiting for GameStop to call me. Maybe they actually do follow through on this whole, like, we're gonna call you and remind you thing. I don't think they will, but maybe they will. And I'm waiting for that call, which again, I don't expect to actually happen. But if basically any call I get this week, I'm answering to hopefully learn from GameStop if they're doing a midnight release or not. Survive the night, welcome back. Emulation is legal though. Emulation is legal. There's a lot of other stuff there, right? Like, because technically it's like, you know, if you can emulate and then play your own game on it and stuff like a game you own and stuff, like there's a bunch of like caveats to it. And at the same time, especially if like the game you're trying to play is a free game, no one's gonna care. If someone calls you, it's your friendly girlfriend, or that's it, yeah. As far as like calls that come through my actual like cell phone, my like cell plan, and aren't some like other kind of call, like a Discord or a Skype kind of deal, it's gonna be my parents, maybe my sister, and yeah, then like spam and like companies that occasionally companies they actually care to hear from, and then spam. Right. Tell you tomorrow whether the 24 egg is shell beat or not. Okay. Yeah, definitely let me know. I am very interested now. I just realized I misspelled Dratini in my title. There we go. If there's a legal way, the legal option might not be a good option. Yeah, that can always be the case. I feel like the only calls you get are spam calls. It's like most of the calls I get. Granted, they have somewhat stopped, for me, fortunately. Probably just because at this point, the only responses they've gotten from my number are either things wasting their time, or have been things where I just immediately hang up and it's not worth their time, right? Like, that's basically what it is for me. It's like, I'm not someone who is likely to, because most of these things are set up to be very clearly just like you have to be incredibly gullible to fall for it. I like to at least think that I'm not that kind of person who can just fall for that very, very quickly. Obviously, it probably could happen, but like, I like to think that in most cases, if I'm getting a call about my car's extended warranty expiring, I know I didn't get the extended warranty. Like on the one car that I have that does have a warranty, and then the other car is 2 decades old. There are no warranties. It was a fleet vehicle that it was removed from like a recall requirements level if it doesn't have a warranty, right? Like, there's nothing for them to, like, it's like, I'm not gullible for that kind of stuff. Most of the things where I panic about things, I just delete it. It's like, if there was an importance to it, they'll do it again. Filter on your phone? Yeah, like, my phone has some built-in call filtering, which sometimes is good, sometimes it can be annoying if, I'm waiting for an actual call that's going to look spammy. Other than your parents once in a while, yeah. The time is your lucky number again. I think we're to text spam call or telemarketer plays a dumb trolley voice clip to annoy the crap out of them. Nice. No, yeah, my phone just like asked me if it's spam or not. Because I got a call. I was on the phone with Mel, which we don't get to talk like on the phone super often, as I've stated. Work schedules and like the time of day schedules are very funky at the moment. So that time's like pretty like valuable to me. As far as like, it means a lot to have that time. And so when I get a call in the middle of it, I'm like, oh, I gotta answer this. And I answer it, and it's just someone asking like, hi, do you want to like talk about this? I'm like, no. Yeah. Because it was like, it wasn't like a telemarketer necessarily, but it was like, again, my ISP probably trying to get more money out of me for something I don't use, right? Like that kind of thing. And so I literally just like blocked, and their number wasn't listed as like the actual company. Clearly they knew I wasn't going to answer that. And so like when I answered and they're like, hi, so-and-so with this, like, no, I just blocked their numbers like spam. What's the disadvantage of getting a used product? Know the answer to that. The product may not work properly. If you're talking about games, there's usually not really a difference outside of maybe the box being damaged, if there is a box. Really, it's just a matter of like the completeness and the pristineness. Aside from that, it's a mental thing. Some people just want to have the new one. They want to be the only owner of the game, but like at the same time, it's like you can also just buy a used game. Like a new and used copy of the Switch game sitting on a shelf at like a store is not going to really be different to you. If it's other products, you might have some scratches on the used one. Like if someone tries something out, like a tool, and it doesn't work well for them, but they dropped it and scuffed it, they can still return it, and it'll just be sold again as used, and you'll buy it, and it'll have a scuff on it. You go, oh well. And you use it as a tool, because it's a tool. Do you get the people that call you thinking it's someone else? No. I know that can happen. I know there's kind of almost a thing at this point where it's like, if your number gets spoofed to use, like it's used as a spoofing number, people might try to call it back. And that's a whole ordeal. But that's why I've never had that happen to me. One time, I got a used version of Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. Once you returned home to try to play it, you couldn't get past the first cutscene. Man. I did have that happen once. This is way, way back. Like, GameStop was a new company at that point. Like, their store that has now been there for, like, a decade and a half, pretty much, was new. And, I bought a game. My dad and I bought a game from there. And, like, we got it home and opened it. And it was just clearly completely ruined. The disc was somehow like had a brown stain on it, which I'm assuming means it got corroded somehow. So it was completely unusable. I was very disappointed. It was like, oh, we bought a game. It's a new game to play. And then it just didn't work. So we had to take it back and like get a new one and stuff. And that's what happens, right? Like, that's a little bit of a risk. But at the same time, like with used games, that's part of where you can just like check the game. With handheld games, especially, it's pretty easy. I would, My whole Manaphy video, in fact, kind of shows the exploiting of this. Don't exploit it necessarily if you want them to keep doing it, but they don't have a lot of 3DS games to sell anyways, so it's not like it's a big thing. But yeah, now it's like with the DS games, I could walk in and be like, hey, I want to make sure this works. I go, okay. So I'd take it out of the case, I'd put it in my system, and I had a game, and I could test the game and make sure it worked, right? Like, that's what you could do. Oh, my cat's screaming now. But yeah, that's what you could do with like handheld games. Obviously, it's harder to do that with like an Xbox, right? Every mirror you buy is used. Yeah, true. One of those times the old man left you a voicemail. I was thinking it was his granddaughter. Oh no, that's kind of sad. That's an unfortunate person, you know. Yeah, they returned it by now. Oh, you know, someone who bought either the white or copy didn't work. Ah, that stinks. Yeah, that's why like they let you, like GameStop at least lets you test that kind of stuff out, like, because it can really go wrong. Yeah, screaming cat, screamy cat. Meow's back. Meow, meow. I feel like that's mean. Meow. I'm gonna let her in. At this point, we've done our catch comboing, so it's not like it's gonna be a super big deal for her to be in here. Usually, the problem is just I'm throwing a lot. I don't want to like elbow her in the face. What? Are you the one causing the ruckus? Confused humans meowing at them. Confused meow. Yeah, I don't even know. Is she not even gonna get in my? Are you not getting in my lap? Did you just come in here to be a little bit of a butt? You coming up? Okay. Yep. I have a cat in my lap now. All is right with the world. Hi. Yes, yes, yes. You're getting attention. See her tail, yeah. Oh. See your ears poke up every once in a while. Yep, so this is just how she sits when I'm at my computer, basically, all the time. Cat is on the lap. Oh, cat is... Oh, cat in the lap. Cat in the lap. Oh, cat in the lap. Yep. It's where she likes to be. The thing is, she's not even sitting. She's just standing in my lap. It's like the most that she's sitting down is that her butt is like under my elbow. Do you want to say hi? Adela said hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Loud purr, yeah. Right into the mic. It's like, Adele, I'd get you your own camera, but the problem is it'd be pointing at my like crotch most of the time, and I don't really want that. Oh. What do you want? What do you want? What's the cat doing? She's just sitting in my lap, aggressively pushing her face into my chest. Yep. We don't... I agree, Vanillix. I very much agree. That's why there is no cat camera. And I think on Mondays, especially, when I'm streaming, she wants to get in here just because, like, I've been gone for, like, 2.5 hours already for the day. So, like, usually at the least before the stream, she's able to be in here with me, like, hanging out before I kick her out for 3 hours. But on Mondays, I get home, I feed her, and then I walk into this room. She doesn't see me again for another, like, 3 hours. So I think she gets a little bit needy then. Cat ASMR. Can you guys still hear her? I imagine you can if she was screaming outside. Because now, like, the mic is a good bit away from her, but she's still... With her, like, allergies, she purrs so loudly. If only she had a little bed in your office and could stay in there, the cat cam could work, we assuming she wouldn't sit long enough without being needy. She doesn't really, like, use the cat bed so much, as she just likes being up high. So, like, she likes being in my lap. Ow! Stop. She likes being in my lap and, like, kneading onto my lap. Usually it's okay because I'm wearing jeans, but I'm in sweatpants today, so her claws are going right through them. But yeah, she's just sitting in my lap. She'll like to get up on here sometimes, but I don't really like encouraging that because I kind of like having the desk space free, and I don't want, like, cat hair all over the vents on computers and gaming systems and the printer and stuff. If she gets up there, it happens, but I don't encourage it. The ideal would be like a cat, like, tree, but those are very expensive once you start trying to find tall ones. Because she doesn't like being in things, she likes being on top of things. So, like, the taller something is, the more likely she is to, like, want to use it. The Virginians, if you let them need you. Yeah, there's no letting her do it. She just does it. I mean, she's like, hi. Yeah, this is what she's doing. She's just constantly rubbing her cheeks all over the shirt. Ugh. Yes. All right. But Adele, if you're going to be in my lap, you got to say hi to everyone, like, facing the camera, okay? Oh. Say hello. Say hello. Oh, she's, like, clawing into my hand. Oh, are you camera shy? Are you camera shy today? Ow. That is my forearm. Very painful. Yeah, she was not having it. Some days she's way more curious about the camera, but not today. Today she was like, no. Let me just sit in your lap and annoy you just off camera so you're just making weird movements and no one knows why the purring's happening. The cat has spoken. Oh, she speaks quite often. It's almost like she doesn't stop speaking. No. Don't even acknowledge the chat's existence? I know, she just completely ignored it, right? It's like, I try to acknowledge chat, but, like, you know, Adele, like, complete opposite. Yeah, she really likes rubbing her face on the microphone, like, boom arm. Can you reach it now? At least so if you're doing it, you're on camera. Kept looking away. I think, honestly, it's probably just the bright light. More than anything else. You know, she would pay attention more to it at the apartment when, like, I didn't have the like, directional lighting and stuff. Hey. Oh, not interested? Okay. This is why I usually don't let her on camera, though. Or on, like, in the office during the streams, just because this is what she does. Is she vibing? Oh yeah, she's totally vibing. She's burying her face into my elbow now. Is she a shiny? Yes. Yes, she is. She is honestly probably one of the most standard cats out there look-wise, aside from she's got some, like, very interesting, like, orange spots on her. But yeah, no, she's just a very sweet cat. I was very much expecting, because I adopted her back in, like, April, I was very much expecting her to end up being, like, very aloof and everything, you know, like you always hear cats are. Nah. She had, like, 2 days of being, like, where am I? And then every day after that, she's just been 100% of the time trying to get in my lap whenever she can. Okay, so I have this whole human. What do I do with it? Seize lap. Mine. Basically, man. 100% what happens. I will be trying to, like, be in, like, work meetings and stuff, and she'll hop on my lap between me and the microphone and, you know, just sit there, or I need to, like, be looking at something and she's just sitting, like, directly in front of the laptop. So, like, she wants attention 100% of the time. You know, there's no reasoning with her on that front. She's like, no. Always let me in here. Always give me pets. And then it's the always give me food thing, obviously. You know, no getting around that. She is completely relaxed now. Just completely just melting into my lap at this point. Attention seeker. Absolutely. Yeah, she's not super big on, like, traditional toys, outside of occasionally she'll get into, like, playing with some, chasing a laser pointer and that kind of stuff. Usually she's way just more about, like, sitting around, watching everything happen, and then, like, being the center of attention. What else do you do with a human? That is fair, Luigi. That is very fair. It's, like, really is the one logical thing to do when you see a human sitting in a chair. Are you okay? Rub against her, like, oh, she does that a lot. She rubs against everything. Yeah, she just pushes her face into, like, every surface she can. Example, the microphone a few minutes ago. I feel like I'm gonna miss a shiny because of this cat. She's just taking all of my focus off of the game. Cat does the same thing. She might be itchy, which is why she does that. I mean, in general, they use, like, they rub against stuff to market as their own a lot of the time. But yeah, she does have some allergies that make her a bit itchy. She has medicine for it, but she doesn't like the medicine, of course. You know, things can't be easy. So she has to deal with that. Occasionally she'll end up sneakily not eating her medicine, and she ends up with a suspicious bald spot on her elbow that she'll chew from being itchy. And it's like the only one she's hurting by not taking it is herself. Yeah, at one point, so usually I end up having to just like feed her the pill. It doesn't always go down with her food, unfortunately. I have to feed her the pill, and what she'll do is she'll take it and she'll hold it in her mouth. She could swallow it and be done with it. Instead, she will hold it in her mouth and then trick me into thinking she swallowed it and then spit it up. Yeah, cats hate medications. Oh, 100%. I have learned that. She had to take so much medicine when I first got her. She was a total trooper about it, though. She had, like, liquid dropper medicine. She had eye drops. She had ear drops. Like, she had everything, basically. It was... Or no, she didn't have eye drops. She had eye ointment, which was... I felt so bad giving that to her. Like, it was like, put ointment in eye and rub. And I'm like, why would you... Who would think that's an okay way to give medicine to a cat? But that whole time, she didn't try to bite or scratch or do anything. And I'm like, all right. You know, I got a good cat. But yeah, she's been pretty good since then. She just has like allergy meds that she takes every day that make it so that her food doesn't make her itchy, because that's really what her allergy is. But prescription food is expensive and does not sit well with her stomach, so it doesn't work. Like with a dog, you can put them in treats, but with cats, a bit trickier. You can put them in treats. I'm just not giving her that kind of treat every day, you know? Like, that would be... She would probably also hate that, because it means you get, like, one less meal from just the amount of, like, calories and crud in a treat, you know? Like, you have to adjust their diet for that. And I know she wouldn't... She's already not a fan of her current, like, amount of food. Taking, like, an entire meal out of that? No way. No way I'm getting away with that one. But yeah, it was funny. My mom, so when I was at the wedding, I guess now like over a week ago, my mom had to come over to take care of the cat. And, you know, like I had an auto feeder that basically got her through like a day and a half. And then from there, my mom just came over and fed her. And my mom said that when she left one time, she left and then immediately turned around and went back in because she has heard Adele screaming. Like, my mom thought she had, like, shut the cat's tail on the door, or the cat had somehow, like, fallen and broken an arm or something. Like, just screaming, wailing. Came back in, the cat's like, hello, you're back. Thank you for coming back. And that's it. Like, the cat was just like, hello, I missed you, kind of thing. And that's what she does. You know, when I first got her, and, you know, kept her out of my room for the first little bit, she, would just scream. Like, I always thought she, like, got her paw caught in, like, the garbage disposal, or, you know, like, just trapped herself under a chair, or, like, stepped on something and cut her, like, paw. But no, it's just the screaming that she does. That's just how she screams. For attention. All the time. A lot of the time now, what'll happen is I'll be working in here in the morning, and then I'll decide, then, like, you know, Adele will go off, sleep on the bed for a while longer, and then at some point in that process, I'll, like, move to make breakfast or make lunch or whatever, and then just go and sit on the couch for a little bit and continue working. And so the cat will wake up, walk into the office, I'm not there, and start walking down the hallway and just scream and scream, and then see me and go, oh, like, hello, and then hop up, like, kind of rub on me, and then hop off and walk away. That's it. Silent after that. But yeah, she just screams as soon as she thinks I'm gone. The cat does not get many treats, yeah. Adele got a few more treats this week when she was learning sit as a command. It mostly works. She has mostly learned the command sit. Which I will take, seeing as she is a cat. And we only trained for a week. Not even a week. She took to it very quickly. I feel like at some point in here we've seen a shiny of some kind, and I've just 100% missed it because I've been paying attention to the cat. I wouldn't doubt that if someone told me. Granted, we have like had streams of Let's Go where you just sit here for forever without finding anything, so yeah, definitely, right? It's like I definitely could have missed something. I don't think I have. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever looked away for like continuously long enough that that's likely to have happened, but it could have happened. We could have watched something spawn and then just run off to like the bottom left of the screen and just never come back. Imagine if it was Dratini. Yeah, right? Like, that would be rough. See, again, kind of saying, like, before, like I was saying earlier on in the stream, how it's like, I don't necessarily, like, I will try to catch any shiny I see, but if, like, I missed a Magikarp because I was paying attention to chat or to the cat or something, like, yeah, that's what I would do. Like, I'd be like, ah, dang, oh well, and then move on. Dratini's a bit different, though. Dratini I would very much like to actually find if it shows up. To actually notice it. Have I popped a lure? Yes. Yes, I have popped a lure. So I popped it and then I flew over here. If Ian gets no shiny, then let's start signing a get well card. If I get no shiny... Honestly, I got one shiny today with DRIFLOON. I'm happy. That was way overdue. But yeah, we finally got that, so... If we don't get a Let's Go shiny today, I won't be complaining. And welcome back, MT. How's it going, man? Hope your evening's going well. You've missed all the cat shenanigans. There really haven't been shenanigans, but the cat has been here. You missed the shiny balloon? Yeah, we got the shiny balloon, man. We got it, finally. 4,605 encounters, I want to say it was. Actually, we can check, because it's still right here. What was it? 4,607 encounters is how many it was. Good times. I'm so relieved we found it, though. So relieved. Oh, look back, yeah. I was very happy. BDSP has a classic shiny sparkle, which you're excited about? Oh, it does? Nice. Oh yeah, did you guys see, they put out a new, like, I guess not necessarily final, but another trailer for BDSP today? Talking a bit more about Grand Underground and the secret base hideaway stuff. Oh, I'm so excited for that, guys. I'm so excited for that. That's going to be such a cool way to hunt some stuff, because it definitely seems like that's going to be a way to hunt things. It seems like basically the way they're filling out the national decks, if I am understanding correctly. Because... I guess, I don't know, maybe it's been confirmed or not in the leaks, but I know, like, the national decks up to Sinnoh is in the game. Up through Sinnoh, up through Platinum is in the game. Is everything huntable in BDSP? Do we have, like, a 500 Pokemon roster of huntable Pokemon? Or what's it going on? What's that going to be about? Some of the 3D models are based off the sprites from Gen 4, which is a cool touch. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, right. a classic reaction from me. I believe every Pokemon is huntable except mythicals and gift Pokemon. Yes, yeah, so everything's huntable. Yeah, gift Pokemon generally aren't, just because you receive the Pokemon as is. In the same way that they can make them always be shiny, they can always not be shiny. Yeah, so like gift Pokemon, I don't really think are counted as a shiny lock. They're just gift Pokemon. They're given to you with a certain set of stats, a certain set of stats, a certain name, trainer ID, everything like that's all set. The mythicals specifically the mythicals of Jirachi and Mew, right? Like, because the Sinnoh mythicals that are in the game are huntable, from my understanding. Those ones are locked, but I feel like those are probably also a very similar situation of like, you link to the games, here's a mystery gift kind of thing. Like, that's my assumption there. Wonder if they'll bring back the classic Gen 4 Troll Trade. Yeah. Don't look now, but Ian Hare is having a mind of its own. It's mindless. Oh, yeah, like all this little stuff. There's almost no doing anything about that. Dratini goes burr through the water. Oh, welcome back, Mitchie. And we finally found 31 of them. So yeah, now we've just been waiting here for a while. Hopefully the shiny comes soon, though. It'd be crazy if we could get a second shiny today after like the drought that we had. Can you put the face on t-shirt? As long as I get royalties off it, go for it. If you make one, that's fine. I won't make my own merch, but the fans who have been hounding me for merch can make their own, and I will get the monies. So remember everyone getting mad that it had Neverstone? It's a clever little troll from them. That'd be cool to see it come back, I think that'd be like the kind of thing that's like worth it to bring back. This is like a little nod to the originals kind of deal. Make one, send it to Ian. Wear a face. I was gonna say a face with my own shirt on it. Wear a shirt with my own face on it. Maybe it'll be back. Oh yeah, I would be surprised if it's not. I'd be surprised if they made that a legit trade. Honestly, now people would be upset that it's legit. I had to deal with it. Other people got to deal with it too. I'm gonna check something real quick. A version of Ian Merch will be a stick figure because your art skills are terrible. Fair. That would be what mine is too. Go from Platinum to takes you to Shaman's confirmed, which means Classic Gen 4 events are back. Yes, like that's the kind of Platinum content I was aware of being in the game. Was like that NPC was visible in like the first trailer. Was when people immediately were thinking it was going to be more of a Platinum game because like, oh, it's a faithful remake, but they have Platinum stuff in here. It's a faithful Platinum remake. It's like, nope, not at all. Oh, there goes Cat. But alright guys, I think we're going to see one more Dratini spawn, and then I'm going to go ahead and call it for the day. Mondays do tend to be busy for me, so I'm going to probably call it a little early today. I need to get all the little bits of rest I can and all the little bit of extra time to work on stream layout stuff. So one more Dratini spawn, and then we will call it for the night. I'm not going to count that. I want to see it spawn on screen. And then we're going to do a raid. So guys, be here for the raid. I definitely want to have a hype raid. To end this super hype stream of finding DRIFLOON. Under the weather, the change in weather is crazy. Ah, dang. I was feeling a little bit meh. The cat that doesn't say meow. The cat that screams meow. But alright, that was the final Drifloon right there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. A big thank you to Poke Guitarist Jake for the raid, to Ferno Hassan for the membership, and just all of the likes and subs. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow continuing this Dratini hunt. We're gonna find Dratini before we start BDSP, guys. I believe it. And yeah, we're gonna do this raid. Hashtag mindless raid. I'm posting the link in the chat. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for being here. Hope to see you guys again next time. And until then, take care.